That's not
surprising at all.
It's not.
It was going to be one of those what's the word I want to use?
Right, red states.
No, it was way more disparaging.
Oh damn!
Hick.
Hold on.
Hold on. Yo, listen, their governor just got on TV this week, Republican, old lady, and hollers, "It's time to blame the unvaccinated."
Yo, I was watching my homeboy religiously watches the what is it called? The Read Report or the Readout? With Joy Reid.
Joy Reid, yeah.
Like he watches that shit religiously. So anytime I'm over there, I'm liable to catch, a clip or two. And she was this week, some point, she was doing an episode where she was talking about like they've literally gotten to the point, maybe, where they realize they're killing their audience.
Yeah.
So they're actually going to start
bit late
saying the right things.
And you saw it happening. And look, it took them a while to figure out the messaging of it, right? Because the other day, a whole bunch of them were standing on the steps of the Capitol, and they had the press and all shit right there. They didn't know even how to approach this very simple thing of telling people to get vaccinated. So what they wind up doing was trying to find a way somehow to blame the left. And I'm sitting there going, you mean the people that are mostly vaccinated? Actively pushing vaccination from day one?
Literally, from day zero.
Like,
the nigga ran partially on vaccination.
Yeah. Now,
it was literally a part of his platform.
You could certainly make the argument that there are people on the far, far, far fringes of the left that are anti-vax. I've seen them. I've talked to them.
No. There's no argument. Yeah. Oh, it absolutely exists.
Remember in the chat that I showed y'all that my homegirl, she's on the left.
See, but
wait.
The difference is
question.
Come on, because you got to hear both
sides. Is she
on
the left? Or
both sides.
Does she just happen to exist on the left? Because there's a difference.
Yeah,
because there are people who have no idea where they are. They just happen to be there,
or they happen to be there on certain topics, and then they're far right on other topics.
That's true too.
Yeah, I think she's more what Toon was saying, but like most of her opinions are left leaning. But I don't know if she would be like, "Oh, I'm on the left" or whatever.
Well,
but
see,
just from her talking points, I consider her on the left. But I know she's definitely not Republican.
I feel what you're saying with that because I personally have grown rather annoyed at the labels. I am a black man, Pan-African. Miss me with your Republican and Democrat bullshit. My folks ain't build that shit. They ain't put that shit together. So I feel that like most, I'm at the point. I'm one of the ones of us that I'm getting rid of that.
Wait, did you just hit us with a thought bar?
Yes.
These niggas is Peter Pan. I'm Pan-African.
Yes. I mean, listen. Okay. Listen, I can't with it. I can't with it, bro. Like I don't like that. I don't like that anymore because I feel like once you accept them labels, they then assign you ideas that you don't necessarily have.
Yeah, because it's just like what James was saying before we got on the live. Like then you get associated with everything else.
Yep.
That has to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't want no parts.
Yeah. Nah, man. Listen,
I don't know them.
I don't know them folks. I couldn't tell you the name of the first one of them that came up with the idea to create these institutions.
So well, there are several reasons for that.
Well, they suck. But also,
that's one of them. That's one of them.
Also, fairly certain they don't look like me.
I wouldn't remember if I knew.
So, like that shit has nothing. That shit has nothing to do with me, and I don't like them. I think we get too many times we get caught up with them organizations and them institutions, right? They have these labels on it, and then we so busy fighting for that organization, we not fighting for ourselves.
Yeah.
We not fighting for ourselves. Our energy need to be placed in completely different ways now, B. Fuck that. Fuck that. Our energy need to, like I had a conversation with my father-in-law last night. He was basically talking about that same thing. about tired of the carrot and the stick shit, and these institutions are famous for doing the carrot and the stick shit. Both of them. Well, everything will be okay if we just B. Now, I'm not waiting another 400 years for y'all to get that shit right. Now, like now, right now.
That shit remind me of the that wrestling interlude that you use on that millions of people.
Mm-hmm.
You want somebody to kiss you on your cheek and tell you
everything's gonna be all right.
Everything is not all right.
It's not all right. It's not, and it's not going to be all right on its own.
Perpetual state of not all right.
Facts.
Always.
Facts. Yo, not all right is like a car that you happen to be in that's moving, but you're not driving.
Yeah.
It's going to eventually take you somewhere you don't want to go.
Nah, yo, not all right is
and also, who's driving it too? Who's driving the car?
Nobody. It's just,
shit.
To not do anything to change.
To sit.
Is to sit there in the car, allow it to just go.
And it's not even a Tesla.
Being not all right is Thanos. It's inevitable. It's definitely inevitable.
Yeah.
But you gotta put your hands on that steering wheel sometimes and make something. You gotta do something because if you're hungry, listen, if you're hungry, you're gonna be hungry till you gotta get something to eat.
Maybe
get your ass.
What if somebody get up and get it for you?
Nigga,
I mean,
if you're worth less than 10 million, good luck with that. Good luck with that.
I routinely watch you get handed things to eat from off screen.
Like I'll repeat what I said.
Routinely.
I'll repeat what I said. When you're worth less than 10 million,
shut up
with that.
I routinely watch it happen. And there is no way that would be the case because you would not be there.
Nigga. No idea. You have no idea.
you would not be there.
Nigga.
College who?
No right
park
right
what?
Now? Yeah, there's a college parking beliefs. Listen.
There's no way. There's no way that's the case.
If I was worth more than
not
10
quite,
million,
Mike. You're actually second, but you're on Facebook, so you think you're first.
Right. Facts. But yo,
Billy
listen,
was here first.
If I was worth more than 10 million, see this backdrop? This would not be here. Instead, what would be there is palm trees.
Nah, B.
Yes. Because that glass is gonna be real.
You got limp ball swami it, my guy. You gotta keep. I gotta keep
this for the struggle.
No, you bugging, my guy.
So that way you can remember where you came from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta humble yourself.
Right. Would I want to remember that shit?
It ain't about you remembering. Remembering. You know, you're aware. You're well aware. It's for the other people.
Yeah, so you don't change on us, B. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he's immediately.
I know he is, but he's going to need some humbling.
Immediately changing.
This hold up.
If somebody ever walk up to him and says, "Landon Taylor, you've whooped immediately at that point before they even get the O and the N out, you've whooped over."
It's a wrap.
He's gonna have a monocle, a top hat.
Yeah, he's gonna be looking like the Peanut Man.
Yo, I'm gonna get some of that fucking gel to have this shit handlebar up like that.
Yep.
All you have to do is ask my wife. Ask my wife how the switch up was when we went down University.
I don't gotta ask shit. I know how bougie you are.
Nigga, yes. It's the black bourgeoisie over here.
The thing is, he hood bougie though.
So, yep. But guess what? It's still bougie.
And I think that's the most annoying bougie.
Nigga.
Yes, it is.
Like the niggas that like bougie and like are that because of their upbringing, because they were raised like that. I get it. But a nigga like Landon.
Look, man, I'm just trying to tell y'all when you know better, you gotta do better.
Word. This nigga heard about the finer things in life and like I want that all the time. 24/7.
And see, and James wanted to talk. He's wanting to talk because let me remind you of the time we was down at that restaurant.
You talking about Sandlot?
Yep.
The wings were delightful. What do you mean?
See, this should be talking about right here, right?
What? The wings were delightful. Yo, so those wings weren't. Oh no. So those wings weren't delightful.
It wasn't even about the wings. See, he trying to specify the wings. He meant the entire experience was delightful.
The experience wasn't delightful.
The wings
sit here and tell me with a straight face. No,
the wings were great.
No, sit here and tell me with a straight face that experience was not delightful.
That experience was not delightful. It was cathartic.
Bullshit. It was both. Two things can be true. Both of those things happen to be true.
Hey, yo, is the Sandlight still?
Yes.
Shit.
I'm going there tomorrow.
Past it.
I'm not.
Niggas are ass. All right, I have to do some of the sharing shit real fast.
Why are you slacking on your pimping?
And
you was over here bumping your banana receptacles.
I was also working on some other stuff too. Show related.
Yo, you're not allowed to leave.
What is he doing?
Go, nigga. Go.
No, I was just gonna address it real quick.
Go.
This nigga. This nigga.
Yo.
So crazy.
Whew. This first story though.
I opened up the document, but I didn't look at any story. I didn't look at any story. Ass.
Oh, this first story though, my guy. Why is he in front of a mirror? Or is he watching it on the TV? Why is he? How vain do you have to be? I get watching it.
Vain.
Yo, I get watching it if he's not on it.
He probably why is it on the show is about him.
Like, yo, I don't understand. Help me. Yeah, he's definitely watching the stream because it's behind. Yeah. What is the point? This motherfucker.
Yo. Yeah.
Yo, can't take him nowhere, yo.
I mean,
nowhere.
I'm back now. What y'all was talking about?
You.
I know. What about it?
Why are you watching the stream while you're on the show?
Oh no, I'm not watching it. I just wanted it as the backdrop because I didn't want like the aquarium shit on the TV just going on. You know, the screensaver shit.
No, I get it. Okay, fine.
Well, I mean, if you want me to change it, I could change
No,
it.
I don't have a problem with it. I just thought it was odd.
Oh no, I'm not watching it.
Okay. Word.
Because I can't even hear this. I don't like how can
I know you can't hear I know that. Come on, yo.
No, because you said why is he watching it? Like I'm not watching it. Like there's no point.
Yo,
I'll turn it off, dog.
No, you don't have to turn it off. What?
Yo, this thumbnail.
No, I thought it was a mirror at first.
Nigga, this thumbnail is the quintessential thing that Paulie was going to describe today's episode, yo.
No,
it literally has adequate over there sleeping. It has me over there looking just straight at the mic, and you, James, over there with your head down, like these motherfuckers. That's this thumbnail.
That's my life. What do you mean?
This thumbnail is
you literally just described my life for the past 4 or 5 years. Like,
thank you, Biddy. Thank you, Biddy, for reminding people to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah,
Black Culture Geeks. We appreciate that greatly.
Oh, you said Black Culture Geeks. I thought you said Portuguese. I'm like,
yes. Yeah, we're now the Black Portuguese.
Both things can be true, my guy.
Yeah, sure. They could.
The Black Portuguese.
They could, but they're not in this instance. So there was really no reason for you to.
But my mother's like half Portuguese. So
see, there it is. So that means
again.
Now what? Now what?
No. Now what is no, nigga? That's what now.
That's hilarious.
God, you can't take niggas nowhere, man.
Hey, you signed up for this.
No,
Yes,
I
you
did
did.
not.
Oh.
He did with his misunderstanding of what happened.
Can we not rehash this? Like, already owned up to it that I misinterpreted. You know, like, damn, this was like last week, man. Niggas always got to bring up the old shit.
I mean, nigga, it's literally how we got here. Like, I don't.
What have we always said? Adequate. There is no present that's independent of the past.
That is
true, but we don't always have to drudge up the past all the time.
But it's literally how we got to this exact moment. Though.
I know, but it's also like just petty shit though.
Like, it wasn't happenstance.
Like if we're talking about like how slavery has an effect on black people today, you know.
No, stop. No, the fuck you won't. No,
fine.
Not.
Yeah,
no,
cool. But we're talking about Addie did this last week.
No, yes, nigga.
That's just petty shit.
No,
we doing that.
Ultimately relevant.
And I know y'all doing that. I'm with
what's going on.
But people,
I'm just saying we don't have to.
But you know
things can be true.
No, we we have to. You know how we usually say what we not gonna do is blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. What we're saying now is what we definitely gonna what we most definitely gonna do.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Each time.
It's fast.
Every
single.
All of them. Both of them.
Nigga.
I'm just saying.
Well, since my feet's under the fire, I'll just take the smoke. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this definitely ain't no smoking section over here.
On your streaming platforms.
Nice.
Wait, did you put that out the stream? Or did you just
No, I just put it on
why didn't
YouTube.
you put that out the stream?
Because I don't own the beat.
God damn it.
No, you can't do that really. But you could have put it on Bandcamp and just not sold it.
Right.
True, but I think it's on
SoundCloud
too.
Okay.
I have it on SoundCloud.
Okay. All right.
SoundCloud be funny.
It'd be real funny.
It'd be funny. Like one of my songs on the mixtape didn't upload on SoundCloud because they was like, because I left the chorus in on the beat. And it was like, nah, this is his song. And I'm like, no shit. I'm not saying it's not.
Wait a minute, they did that on SoundCloud?
Yeah,
that's strange.
That
song is on YouTube, I think, but it's not on SoundCloud because when I uploaded the mixtape,
they definitely changed. B. That wasn't what they used to be.
Shit, I was
the fucking chorus.
I would think YouTube would do it before SoundCloud because I thought SoundCloud didn't give a fuck at all.
Yo, it's the chorus.
Yeah.
Like I'm fully like not trying to hide it. It's
right.
It's
there. I'm really disappointed that SoundCloud decided to go.
No, I was like, this kind of fucks the
I don't like it.
Up.
Yeah, it really does, yo. Like they took away because that was a great place for you. You had some just mixtape bars you wanted to throw up there real quick, just throw that shit up there and use it as a share link and shit. And now I didn't know they was because I haven't used SoundCloud in a lot of years. You know.
Right. Shit.
As I live and breathe.
Wow.
What's that?
The jaded one.
The jaded one.
Yo.
A wild jaded nerd has appeared. Oh man.
What's good, Key?
I mean, if there's any sign that we should start the show,
that is definitely the sign that we should start it. Officially anyway. So with that, let's get it started. Me.
Stop doing that.
Oh, damn, my fault.
Ass.
Welcome everyone to the Black Culture Geeks podcast. This is my man SPJ. And I am Tombstone the Dead Man. And we are just a couple of geeks talking about pop culture from a black perspective. Facts indeed. Now, I know you may have noticed if you're watching this live,
which you should be,
which you really should be, but we have a third monkey in the cage.
Facts. Yeah. No, you're right.
We have the man without fear. We have the man without ears. We have.
No, that's a fact because you don't listen. Yeah. I get it.
I got it.
No, I just wanted to make sure you. I just want to make sure you understood.
I got it.
Okay. Cool.
We have someone who routinely refuses to take advantage of these entrepreneurial opportunities that's out here and minding his business.
Facts. Someone who is almost my namesake, even though he's technically
someone who's almost his SPJ's namesake. Matter of fact, someone who is at the same time one of my brothers as well as one of my main nemesis on social media with the trolling again, because he just won't stop trolling. And
it's natural.
It comes natural to him. It's been happening since those little cartoons we used to put up there.
Since been pimping.
Allow us to welcome to the show once again, because he has been on the show before. Adequate, aka aka it'll do.
Yeah.
AKA happenstance.
You know what I'm saying?
AKA what was the other one? Like 33% or something? 30%.
AKA I'm getting off this fucking podcast.
No, hold up. 33% works right now because it's 3 of us.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Actually works.
But I would like to say thanks, you guys. You know, I'm happy to be here again.
Are you really?
On the show.
Are you really?
You don't sound like
that was a dope rollout, you know, like what's up?
And allow me to compliment you on the resolution and lighting on your end of the fence right there.
Absolutely.
Like, it looks great.
It matches.
It's shining. It matches. Everything is dope.
Thanks,
dope.
Thanks. I tried.
You look like it. You look like it.
Yo, Biddy said, I've seen the banter between you guys and it's hilarious.
Oh, well, this is what
thanks, Biddy. It's
you're
way more. Yeah,
you're
it's
for a treat
brazier.
then.
Yeah, it's brazier live.
And I would also like to bring people's attention to the fact that while SBJ does have those spectacles on, they are in no way prescription.
Hey, hold on real quick, you guys.
These are blue. See, there you go. These are blue light glasses. I actually should have these on. Now, the other glasses that I have are nothing.
Oh, okay.
But these are blue light glasses. These belong on my face right now.
Okay, that's great. It's wonderful to hear. I just know that there is a certain piece of content we have where you went out of your way to.
Those were not real glasses. That was different. Those are not real glasses. These are blue light. These are real. They serve a purpose. They are just not prescription.
Wait till you see what I've done with that part of that particular piece of content.
He can't be trusted, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I can be trusted. I can be trusted to be who I am.
No, that's
like where I live under a bridge. So yeah. I'm just saying, where the hell did Adequate go?
He said he would be back.
No, see, this is not what we doing.
I mean, it's what happened.
I mean, true.
There's really nothing that we can.
But we not.
It's in the past.
But we're not supposed to be. No, it's currently still happening.
No, I mean,
currently still going.
No, see, all right. So for programmers, right, there you have a condition called a state, and you have a condition called an event, or a trigger, not condition, a trigger.
I'm triggered. I'm pretty triggered right now.
You're always triggered. A trigger called an event. I'm referring to Addie disappearing as an event. That moment in time has passed. You're referring to Addie disappearing as a state, as in he is not here currently. I dig it.
You know, I'm also referring to him referring to the fact that he's not here as a feature.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
As a feature, not a bug. I have not. Now, also for the record, I have not looked at any of the topics.
This first one's a real doozy,
but have not looked at any of them.
Yeah, the first one's a real doozy, my guy.
It's
spectacular.
But that being said, Jada does say he created a Nexus event.
Trust me, Adequate is not a Nexus level being.
No, he's a variant, true.
Yeah, he's definitely
he's not that level of power. But his ability to annoy,
epic.
I have rarely
S tier,
right? Like it's cosmic level. That part is cosmic level. But the one thing that I wanted to do, and I wanted Addie actually to be here to participate in this, was to do the whole what was your week like segment. but Addy has disappeared. So I will take this time. He'll show up now. I'll take this time to just it's just a real topic that I think needs to be talked about, because on this show, we have spent a lot of episodes telling you how dumb people are.
Well, yeah.
And how their abject stupidity is gonna kill us all one day. It's gonna kill us all one day, right? But we need to kind of talk about credibility. And I don't mean just of the masses, I mean the credibility of society's institutions, because I feel like this is a self-fulfilling prophecy for all of this shit. So I'm talking from the CDC to the news media, from public school system, law enforcement, all the way up to the goddamn political class, right? We all caught these motherfuckers slipping. We've all caught them with some corruption going on over there. And typically what they do is they don't hold whoever did it accountable in public. They put up this silent wall, right? And say, we're going to handle it. But we don't ever see it get handled for real. So the assumption then to people that are less nuanced than thought is that you can't believe anything that comes from them at any time. What was that thing you said before the show?
You didn't get the memo that once you do something wrong, you lose future ability to ever be right.
Yeah.
So being that that's the case, I would just like to remind people that have that mentality, you've been wrong before.
Facts.
So when you tell me about these institutions and how you can't somehow trust anything that they say,
no,
because they've been wrong before, I have to say you're making an assertion, and that assertion is coming from someone that's been wrong before.
Yo, here's the thing. The logic just fails, because even if you want to look at it from the most cynical place you possibly can,
right?
The one thing that most of us, nay, all of us, have in common, barring a standard deviation of a certain small percentage,
right,
is self-preservation.
Facts.
Right. So there are some things that are going to benefit us by proxy.
Yeah. That's just a fact.
It's just how it is.
That's just how it is, B.
We live in a society. So
yeah, and we are all connected to each other. It's not a thing of, I'm gonna do my little thing over in the corner and it's not going to affect anybody else. It depends on what you're doing.
Right.
Because if I'm over here playing with nuclear fission and put together a bomb, pretty sure this whole area over here will be concerned about that.
They'll be interested.
They're gonna be interested in that, you know. So, but we really got to hold these institutions' feet to the fire, because you started this. Because now these people are using the fact that you were wrong and that you did not handle being wrong correctly, as an excuse to not do things that's responsible. And you listen, if you want to go off the grid,
be a sovereign citizen.
Be a sovereign citizen out there in the woods in Nebraska, some goddamn where. Go right ahead. Nobody's stopping you. I suggest you do it.
Too much.
You like Nebraska too much?
I like technology.
Exactly.
Same.
Exactly. But if you want to benefit from all of the things in society that all the rest of us are benefiting from roads that actually go somewhere to the electric grid and all of this good shit over here. It's a bunch of bad shit, but it's good shit to be conveniently to be able to go to a supermarket, right? Without having to go out there, grab your trusty bow and arrow and shoot a deer. If you want to benefit from all that shit, then there is a certain amount of social responsibility that you have to have. And I'm not saying it. And I'm telling you this now. You don't get to complain, bitch, whine, or kvetch when shit closed down again.
No, it's going to.
It's going to, but you don't get to complain.
Nah.
We don't get to have us take that seriously.
You did it.
It's
your fault.
Yeah, we're back there again. We'll be back there again, and that'll just be it. So, like I said, I don't want to just hold the masses accountable, because this is also an institution-wide thing. Once your credibility dries up, you have fucked us all. Yeah. Because there's a segment of the population that's going to use that. to say, I don't I don't have to hear nothing they say, regardless of the facts. One thing about science, and this is why people don't understand that science is not these institutions. These institutions are not science.
Right.
They're supposedly utilizing the scientific method. So if they come out with a study, literally in these journals, when they do the peer review, is a step-by-step how they got to where their conclusion was. If you care that much about the nature of truth and reality, put yourself in a position to be able to, if you really care, take their steps.
Yeah.
Follow their steps. Educate yourself so that you're able to understand what they're doing. Like steps.
Too much like
right. So it's a lot easier to sit back and say, I don't gotta listen to that. They say nah, even though the data's right there. You got a ton of data, of data right there that you.
One of the actual benefits of a society. If you don't want to do that shit, one of the benefits is you can trust that a majority has come to a consensus on those type of things.
Right.
Like it's most of it is provable. Like there's a way to look this up.
But the problem is, you know what they do? They would be like, oh, Joe Schmo scientists said they disagree with the rest of them. So that makes their point more credible than the actual consensus, which isn't true.
Yeah, that's when you lose your benefit. That's when you lose the benefit of assuming.
Yeah,
that's when you need to actually present facts. I watched something the other day. I can't remember what it was. I was watching it in passing. It was on some background noise type shit, and somebody made a claim, and they entered into someone else's space and made a claim, and then they immediately started bitching about the fact that they were asked to prove that claim.
That's
like
wild.
No,
but that's
you have the burden of proof.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
made the claim. You made the claim.
What are we talking about? Why does this bother you so much that I don't just trust what you're like?
They take it personal, B. They take it personal. They take it personal.
This thing. I ain't gonna hold you. I have this thing with certain people that I know. Not everybody that knows me. But certain people, well, I mean, I have a bunch of issues. I have a bunch of issues.
For those who are listening to the audio, for those that are listening to the audio and not watching it live, which you should be, Adequate just raised his hand.
Yeah, you actually do belong in this category. Nice. Well, both of y'all belong in this category. I have an issue with certain people who know me that don't trust certain things that I say. Not an issue with the people, but an issue with the fact that they aren't trusting certain things that I say. Not that I'm an expert or anything, but if I know that you're aware of my interest in something, and you know how I get with the learning thing, and I know you don't know about this thing, it bothers me just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Hey, yo, the flex was, how dare you question my privacy?
That's the flex. That was the real flex. That was the real flex. That was
I'm not even.
Dare you?
Check this. I'm not even denying it.
Okay.
That is exactly
what it happened.
No, that is exactly. I was just trying to say it in a more diplomatic way.
Listen, the reason why that's relatable, the reason why what he said there is, I know how you feel. I do, because, and we've often said this on the show as well. It pains me that we have come to a point where there are times when I'm the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
You know how fucked up society has to be for there to be times that I'm the smartest guy in the room.
All the way fucked up. I agree,
dude.
Okay. All right. It's okay. I see what you're doing.
I see what he's doing too.
You stop that.
But okay, I'm gonna let him have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
I'm gonna get mine later. It's coming. I know.
Yeah,
it's gonna be short lived. So.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I just feel like if both sides, everybody has been wrong at some point or another. But here's the thing that makes it the difference.
Yes, hold up, Joe. Yes. I feel you, SPJ. I hate when people who don't have my knowledge question my knowledge with such confidence. Yes. Yo, don't ask me about fucking photography and you ain't never picked the camera up in your life.
Word.
If I tell you something, don't be like, well, no.
You gonna get
leave
that.
Me be.
Yo, don't tell me about being an indie artist.
Right. But you've been doing that,
nigga.
You got experience.
I'm trying to help you.
Right. Hey, yo, you know what that reminds me of? Hey, yo, James, you remember when you put me up on that one thing, and like I told somebody about it, and I told them I kicked it to them how you kicked it to me. You feel me?
Right.
And everything that I said, they just had pushback. I'm like, no, but I already told you how it works. So you telling me it works like this and this and that. I'm like, no, but it don't, because I already explained it to you. Nigga, stop fucking incorrecting me.
And remember what my response was? Yo, don't even worry about them.
Yeah.
Ignore them. You ain't got time to try to convince them.
I'm happy you did that because I just let it go. I was like, all right, cool.
But you know what?
I thought of you, word.
I like what James said there about not having the time to convince you.
Nah.
And it's not a priority to convince you. Why?
Right.
Because the thing is, the nature of reality is things are going to do what they're going to do. Whether you accept the reason for those things, it matters none. It's going to, so you can sit there all day long and put your freaking fingers in your ears, la, 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 la. That thing is still going to happen because it's part of the fabric of reality.
It's just what is.
It just is. But what's frustrating, the side effect of all of that is it makes you really not want to talk to people. I posted something earlier this week where I read it now, said, I have lost count of how many times I've set up my gear, talked about a topic that was on my mind, only to never upload it anywhere.
What up, cuz?
What up? I'm pretty sure it's because I'm doing it to vent. In truth, my desire to talk to most humans is rapidly declining. Facts. And as I slowly transform into a complete misanthrope, I have just shut up, zip it. I have just
you were 100 until you got to that point.
Listen,
now you want to start lying and shit.
The overall, just what I'm saying is, when you've done that for as long as I've done it and had these calls, I had a whole channel that was devoted to talking about skepticism and what this and that. So I've had these conversations one too many goddamn times. It's to the point now where that shit gives me a headache, and y'all are predictable.
Yeah.
I know the arguments you're going to use.
Yeah.
I know the straw men you're going to use.
Hey, yo, I heard it all before. But your life ain't working.
Yo, it's crazy because it's like that's the route that I take. Like I'm not going to argue with you about some shit that I know. Like, and I'm not talking about like if you were around in my previous Facebook life, you know that I ain't got no issue arguing a point. But like somebody that I know, I'm not. If I'm supposed to be helping you in some way,
right?
I'm not gonna argue with you about that. That's just not gonna happen. When you are showing me that you're unwilling to listen to what I'm saying, it's cool.
Yeah,
good. You have your mind set. You have your ideas on how you want this to go. Have at it.
Yeah,
you got that.
And but again, when you hit the wall. No, listen. When you hit the wall,
don't come back here.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it
because I tried to help you. You've been being impatient.
You either being impatient or being obstinate.
Yeah.
Because some people don't like to be. Some people have a problem with instruction, yo.
Facts.
And they think correction is
punishment, but it's not though.
Right.
It's not.
It's not. Tell me.
Right. If I'm wrong, let me know that I'm wrong so I can stop being wrong.
Yeah, because sometimes you need a little pow. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
but also, ask real quick. Yeah.
But that actually falls right in line with the other thing that you said earlier too about that. Like, me disagreeing, or not disagreeing, but questioning certain things, this is not personal.
Right.
Have enough respect for me to understand that just because you say so about certain shit, that I'm just not going to shut the fuck up. And now hold up, that's confusing to me. I got questions.
Right. Yo,
I'm going to ask questions.
I was about to say. So some people will get confused with me when that happens. So it's like, because of my demeanor on the shit that I know, because I know what I know. Right. I know what I know. My homegirl.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
It is what it is. My homegirl,
I know you know. I know that you know what you know.
No, you don't. I don't believe you. We had a little cookout with the closest vaccinated ones, and her cousin had never been around our group of friends,
right?
And like things would come up, and every time something new would come, it was like, "Oh, you do this? Yeah, I do." I was cooking for the cookout. It's like, you don't know how to cook. Oh, okay. And then he was like, let me taste them beans. Like, right,
this nigga eating beans.
Was just hungry. Nigga was just hungry. That's what it was. Nigga was hungry. So he was like, oh, these are good. Yeah,
he was trolling.
Because
he was trolling.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, you do this? Yes. Somebody mentioned something about photography. You a photographer too? Yeah. Yes. I know what I know. I know what I know. But some people get it confused because of that confidence in myself when the tables are turned and I'm asking a million questions.
Right.
Because they're like, what? No, you know everything.
Something's
no, the fuck I don't.
Right. Well, yeah, exactly.
no, the fuck
exactly.
I don't. Not even close.
We're talking about a specific thing, a specialized thing.
When
that you don't do
something
that I do
hours and hours and hours researching, practicing, and doing in real time, then I ain't got too many questions for you.
Right.
But when we talking about something that's foreign to me, I'm a sponge. Hey,
I have to learn this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I have to learn this. And if it's not making sense to me, you might as well be speaking Sanskrit. Yeah, because I have to ask some questions to get an understanding of what you're talking about, and you shouldn't take that personally. Also, it depends on the person and depends on the topic. But if for instance, if you're someone I know has worked on cars for the better part of 20 years, and I tell you there's something wrong with my engine, and you go over there and take a look and say, yo, it's this. Yo, it's this. Me sitting there arguing, giving you 2 for 10 about some shit that I have absolutely no practical experience in.
That's funny.
Is disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I had a situation like that. My cousin was changing my brakes, and he changed the back brakes first, and then he took the tire off. One of the front driver took the brakes off. He was like, "Yo, you don't need brakes." I'm like, "Are you sure?" That's as far as I went.
Yeah.
Because when I asked him, was he sure? He explained to me why I didn't need the brakes, showed me why I didn't need the brakes. And you know what I said?
What's that?
Oh.
Word.
Okay. Oh, he said, no, he just said, oh. This nigga with the oh.
Oh, he did a B. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it now.
Cool.
I'm just saying, man. Like, listen.
But that's how it is, though. Sometimes you need, like, it's not like you're trying to question them because they don't know what they're doing. You're just asking questions for the sake of not knowing. So when you get an answer that makes sense to you, you're like, oh, okay, it's over. It's over.
And also, if I tell somebody else this, I don't want them to just lean on my limited understanding of what that shit is. Give me some meat so that when I say to somebody else, I have these responses and stuff. And the thing with social media is, so people want the facts and short sound bites. They don't want to work for it.
Yeah, they want memes.
They want memes. They want it in that little small bite-sized thing. And that's not how study and shit works. Now, yes, there are absolutely times where you can get a fact about something in a nice small size package right here. Yeah, there it is. But a lot of the times, that's not the case. And if you really want to be prepared for when someone is questioning question you on a topic that you are only vaguely familiar with, then stop being vaguely familiar with it.
Yeah, because I always be telling people like, yo, the information's right there. Like they be like, oh, I'll be wanting to learn. I want to know about it. I think about learning about it. I'm like, so what's the hold up? What are you waiting for?
Yo, what's the hold up?
If we have this conversation again and you did no research on what we talked about, we're going to have literally nothing change. We're going to have the literal same conversation.
Yeah.
I'm doing that with people.
It's annoying, and it's one of the things that really makes you not want to talk to people because
facts.
Look, the reality is this: all of us can't know every goddamn thing, but goddamn it, somebody that's been doing something for a long period of time and has either been rather successful in it or hasn't been. They got something to tell you.
They still know. Yeah.
They still know.
Yeah.
Right? This is all the reasons why I failed to do what I
You need
unless
to know that.
Unless they're delusional, which that's the other problem right there too. People are delusional about things, and it's like
writing a song in response to some delusional motherfucker.
Facts. Like, yo, you listen. It's like if you're lost, you have a much better chance of figuring out where you are and where you're supposed to go if you know where you are. From that, like, yo, I am here. So where do I need to go to get to here to the other place? So, but if
that's why all those damn maps in the mall say you are
here. You are here. So it just makes sense, right? That if you need instruction, get instruction. And don't delude yourself into thinking you are at a point in your development or progress that you're not.
Right.
You're just not.
That's when you lose. Real fast.
When I'm working on photography, videography, making a beat, I could sit there when I encounter something that I don't know. I could sit there with the program and spend 40 minutes staring blankly.
Right.
Or
it's a thing.
I can go.
Just saying.
Or adequate. I can go and find out how to do the thing that I'm trying to do.
And that's another thing.
That's the right thing.
It's just sometimes I'll be like, damn, like because a lot of software and things that I use, they're a lot similar. You know what I mean? So when it comes to a new one that I'm using, I'm like, all right, let me just go off the cuff and like let me fuck with the things.
No. It's different. It's different if it's something that you know how to do.
Oh, okay.
If you know how to do it and you just happen to be using a different interface,
right.
I can see you messing around.
But if it's something like brand new, if it's brand new, I'm hitting the tube of you real quick.
Facts.
Yeah. Trust.
The YouTubes will be used.
Facts.
My thing is, why is it weird? It seems very weird that you have people that will go to YouTube and look at tutorials and shit like that, but they won't talk to you. And you did this, you know how to do this. They won't take it from you, but they take it from a guy they can't question.
Oh, they said the same exact thing that I was going to say.
Yeah,
because I may have gotten this from them.
Right. Yeah.
Because of the time that I've spent, we bring this up relatively often. This is my enjoyment.
Yeah, facts.
I literally will put up a playlist of I will go down my subscriptions, see what's new. I'm subscribed to people who do Photoshop for a living. I'm subscribed to people who do video editing for a living. I'm subscribed to people who make beats for a living. I will literally, they got a new video. Oh, okay. Am I doing Photoshop, making a beat, making a video right now? No. But I will put them in that playlist and hit play while I'm eating or while I'm playing the game on the other screen.
Shit.
And when I get to that and I hear something I don't know, it might grab my attention and I might go ahead and start doing whatever it is that they're telling me to do. But the point is that I do that for leisure.
Listen, if you want to know how we even progress from where we were a measly 4 to 5 years ago to where we are now, it's because of that. It's because of that obsession to learn the things that we are interested in and treat it almost like it's entertainment. Because we get there is a form of relaxation I get when I'm sitting here doing nothing else. I got my tutorials up here. Let me see what they talking about. Oh, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, I'm gonna try that.
I'm like that when it comes to streaming games and shit. Like if there's somebody I saw a tutorial from and they helped, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'll subscribe to them. If I see them pop up with some shit, I'll watch it just to watch it. Or I'll just like click random shit that I want to, you know, implement into my stream.
Right.
And I won't just watch one video. Like I watch like 10 different videos until I get to where I need to be at. You know what I mean? Because even though they're all teaching me like the same thing, they're all teaching me a different way. So it's like, yo, if I forget one way how to do it, maybe I'll remember this way, or maybe I'll remember the third way.
That's a really good point, and I think that needs to be emphasized too. Some of you people, look, first of all, let me give you flowers. We appreciate those of us, especially to make content or do anything that we can find tutorials about on YouTube. We appreciate y'all taking the time out to do it. But some of y'all are not good teachers.
Oh, yo,
some of them they need timestamps. Straight up.
I've gotten to the point, and this is just as much an indictment on how much of the shit I consume as it is on these people. But I've gotten to the point where watching certain people's videos, not like that person always does this, but like I'll stumble across a video of one of the people I'm subscribed to, and they're showing you how to do something, and I'm like, why'd you do it that way? Like you did it the long way.
Oh, you mean because you mean like speaking if you already know how to do it?
Yeah, like they mentioned something that I already know in this video of something that I don't know, and it's like, why did you do it that way? Like, what? There's a keyboard shortcut that you could have just you could have just did that real quick.
J or whatever.
Right, you could have just did that real quick, and you would have saved 10 seconds. Like that 10 seconds adds up eventually. So it's like, come on, B. But like I said, that's just as much of an indictment on how much of this shit I consume as it is on them.
This was a very nerdy conversation.
No, but it was necessary to have, B.
No, I loved it though. I loved it.
Yeah. Yo, and speaking of which, there's some. I want to go through some of these comments because people been in here going off.
They have.
Serious Minded, aka our man Joe, that's been on the show a couple times and will be on the show again.
Absolutely.
He says, they come at you with the same old arguments, then tell you are closed-minded for not wanting to hear it for the 1,500th time.
Every time.
Every time.
It never fails.
Mike Gleason, Mighty Mike Gleason says, I hate continuing to be wrong, so correct me.
Facts.
Facts. Jada Nurse, sometimes we take it personal. Bowflex07 says, you can't correct a habit if you're unaware of it. So you got to be made aware of it, right?
Yeah.
Jada Nerd chimes back in. But if you didn't want help, if you didn't want to help, you wouldn't have said anything, right?
Yep.
So I'm trying to help. You know, Joe responds again. He says, I hate that too when you're trying to help someone and they keep interrupting you to tell you that you are wrong. You know better. Do it yourself.
Stop breathing to death about you know how to do it better. Like, what are we even talking about?
All right, so why am I here?
Like, why am I here?
Straight up.
You feel me? Biddy says you have to talk so you check they know what they're doing.
Yep.
If they don't talk correctly, they can be a con guy. Yo, we live in that world. You know what I'm saying?
And I think she was speaking off what James was talking about, the whole like when y'all was talking about the auto dealership. The car shit.
You gotta know they know what they talking about. Joe continues. That's the difference between ideals and values. Ideals are the person we want to be. Values indicate who we are. Exactly. Like you can say all day long about your aspiration of blah blah blah, but I'm looking at your current behavior.
Where's your work?
Show your work. This math class. Show your work. Show your work.
Math class, but
no,
I agree. I agree with the sentiment now.
I never worked in math class.
Okay,
so
we're aware of your self-imposed woes in mathematics.
Nigga, I can count. That's all.
Okay.
Hey, yo, that was a bit of a bar. Self-imposed woes. I'm gonna put that in the.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You know why you're not gonna do that?
Why?
Because I'm gonna do it first.
Because that nigga raps now.
He needs to stop.
What?
He needs to stop.
What?
He's annoying. He's annoying. Every time I turn around, he's like, he sends me some audio clip. I'm like, oh damn, here we go again.
No, the reason why he's annoying you.
I'm the baby
because you're not doing it.
No. It's just like it's all the time.
If
I'm the baby.
And then you know what he does? If I don't listen to him, he's like, damn, you ain't listen to the song, bro. I'm like, not yet.
Listen, motherfucker. I'm the baby. Both in actual age and in this shit.
True.
So, yes, I need all of the attention from y'all.
No, but but I was just kidding. I don't mind that shit.
He's the dinosaur baby
so often.
He's the best dinosaur.
Yes. Facts.
This nigga be cooking, bro.
No, I get it though. I get it. Because when you are like kind of first starting out, you do want to check your work.
Yep.
True.
You want to check your work. You know
but I am honored that
there
we
will
are,
also come a day.
Are the people that he comes to be like, yo.
For sure. But there will come a day when you're going to make decisions on your own about certain shit because of the artistic vision you have. And then you're
going to be like, I know that shit's dope.
Nah, I don't like making decisions.
Yeah, you will. Not the mama. Hey, yo. There's like, not the mama.
Yo. Let's get into this. Go ahead.
Hold up. Did they finally put that on Disney Plus?
No, I don't know, yo. I don't know.
Yes, it is. It's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
It's on there.
Yo, wait, they actually put the whole series?
I think so. I saw the thumbnail.
That ending is depressing as fuck.
Yeah, we
really.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Everybody died. Yo,
I remember when that happened, and I remember
they're broadcasting live.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I understand that adults watch that show and they're aware that adults watch that show, but come on, the fuck, it's Muppets.
Listen,
but you felt that
Muppets, but fuck it. Listen. My daughter grew up watching the shit with Littlefoot and all that stuff.
Yeah. Land
Before Time.
My daughter grew up watching this stuff, right? And that was a very optimistic.
Sure. Absolutely.
We know how the story ends.
Yo, hold up. But again, children didn't necessarily, though. That's my point. Yes, overall, it's a very accurate simulation of what potentially would have happened, and realistically, sadly, apocalyptic. It probably is what would happen today. We would probably literally,
without question.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what about the kids, man?
What about the kids?
No, you better not. You better not. Yeah. Anyway, on that note,
wow.
Let's jump into this first story. My guys. All right, so little backstory. This story was brought to my attention by Multiworld's own Kristen. She actually went to BlurredCon. Now I'm not sure if she went to the contest or not. I'm not sure, but she went to BlurredCon, and when she got back, she sent me some pictures, and I'm like, what are these pictures? And she started telling me the story, and I'm like, oh, this happened. Okay. All right, so let's get into this. A white woman wins cosplay contest at convention celebrating Black nerds, sparking outrage. I'm so sorry for censoring myself in a space that was not mine to do so, the BlurredCon winner tweeted. Nerds everywhere are speaking out after a white woman won a costume contest at BlurredCon in Arlington, Virginia this past weekend. The convention is named after Blurreds, which is a portmanteau meaning Black nerds. BlurredCon is an event that highlights and celebrates blurred culture and creates a marketplace of ideas where sharing that culture can take place with proper context, attribution, and positivity in an inclusive environment, according to its website. A cosplay costume contest was held during the convention, and self-proclaimed blurreds are angry and disappointed that a white woman was given first place. Some people express that white inclusivity is not always necessary, and there needs to be a space for Black cosplayers to thrive. Dressed as Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura, the woman who won has apparently deleted her social media pages after being bullied because of her win, according to a forum on Lipstick Alley. However, it appears she kept her Twitter, posting a thread apologizing for entering the competition in the first place. She might have deleted some shit, but guess what?
Listen.
We kept the files.
Oh my.
So here are the tweets that Chris sent me. She says, I need to address the BlurredCon situation. First, I want to apologize for not doing so sooner and appearing to avoid the situation. I was/am dealing with a family emergency, and I was also waiting to hear back from BlurredCon themselves about their own statement. Hold up. And yes, I recognize I should have stepped down sooner and, more importantly, not entered at all. The judges are the ones who made the decision on who won, and I greatly respect all of their opinions, and I am so thankful that they thought my cosplay was well made enough to even consider winning. That being said, it still boils down to I entered the contest as a white woman at BlurredCon. I took an opportunity away from a black cosplayer. It's as simple as that. I'm sorry for invading a space I shouldn't have, and I know I have no one to blame for that mistake but myself. I'm also sorry to all the people I've hurt in the process. I know no amount of apologies can fix what I've done, but I'm truly, deeply sorry. I'm actively in the process of returning the prizes and have stepped down. I'm sorry for centering myself in a space that was not mine to do so. There have been plenty of people who have said I should have read the room and not entered, despite my friends encouraging me to do so. And they are 100% right. I am a grown adult and should have thought about how my participation could take away from another cosplayer who is black, who might be overlooked in other spaces. I will be honest, my intention was never to enter and win anything. Believe me, seeing the other cosplays during prejudging, I did not genuinely think I stood a chance against any of them. All I had hoped to gain by entering was notes on how to improve my own construction techniques. And yes, I recognize I should have stepped down sooner and that, most importantly, blah, 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 blah. Okay, back to the article. Twitter user Fresh Bear said they encouraged the woman, that's the friend, the black friend of the girl, said they encouraged the woman who was their friend to enter the contest. She says, I understand the upset this has caused, but I would rather have that upset directed at me rather than her, the user tweeted. The tweet has since been deleted. Across social media, many people reiterated that the woman should not have entered the contest at all, let alone won. Another person said, so a white person won the cosplay contest at BlurredCon. That just doesn't sit right with me. We can't even win at our own events. Nah, the problem is she entered the contest in the first place. As a white cosplayer, I'm not okay with that. This is not the place for you to try and show. Here comes another. So here's a little video from a TikToker about the situation.
Oh, nice.
It got a lot worse. So not only did you use this opportunity to take something away from a black or POC cosplayer, you've had this cosplay for years, and no, I'm not against having cosplay for years and re-entering it, but at the same time, you took advantage of a small convention to get a win. And then this came out about the cosplay. I find this admirable, to be honest, but at the same time, your friend is grown, and she is a grown woman. She can speak for herself. And yes, sure, this is what happens when you invite them to the cookout. But at the same time, people, unfortunately, are having a field day, and now more white people are about to show up to BlurredCon. This apparently is the second place winner. Everything is handmade, I believe. This is another entry. This also is another entry. This is the second time that this has happened, that a non-black cosplayer has won in the contest. And I'm not against white people being at BlurredCon, but at the same time, where is the thought process of you knowing that this is a black convention for POC and black cosplayers to have a safe space, because we don't have a safe space in anime conventions, and then you do this. Even as an ally, this doesn't seem like a good idea. Like, where's the thought process?
Now, let me show you. Let me focus on this one picture. Now,
she's Aerith.
This one, I excuse my greenness in this area. The TikToker that said it was that just did this video emphasized this one as second place, as if this one should have beat the first place winner. I don't know about all that, but This one absolutely should have beaten the person who won. And Chris sent me this picture.
That's insane.
This absolutely should have been the person who won.
That's insane.
What are we talking about? Anyway, back to the article. This is very disheartening. There could have been ways to rectify this issue, but damn, like I can't even really fault the judges for doing their job impartially, but the centering of those who aren't Black or POC in a place that exists specifically to do so is a bad look. Others are arguing that the judges should take ownership as well. Nope, fault the judges. They were talking crap about the Black contestants. Judges are Black too, and sometimes the judges help make the criteria for the contest. Everyone is at fault.
I wish people would get out of my head. But go ahead.
Bruh, one judge tweeted a series of statements that I'm not going to read because she was on some bullshit. But she ended the thread with, hopefully next year we can avoid this kind of situation. But in the meantime, I just wanted to address what's going on and urge everyone to leave the contestants alone. They don't deserve any of the bullying / backlash or hate. Thank you. This is not the first time a non-Black person has won the cosplay contest. This year, many argue that other costumes are more deserving of the win. What I'll say is, it was a lot of really, really dope-ass cosplays, in my opinion, that should have won over the supposed winner. Theirs was just better, no knock at the winner, but it was others more deserving. The winner also received a guest spot at AwesomeCon in August, including a promo table, judging slot, and an official announcement. She has since said she's returning the prizes. Now, I want to cry because if the winner was Black or POC, the amount of exposure they would have received from this could be life-changing. Look at the winner's prize, BlurredCon. Why? Said Leanne Cosplay. When asked about the issue, BlurredCon directed the Daily Dot to a video statement issued on his Facebook page in which Hilton George, the convention's founder, addresses the controversy. Now, if you look at this, you see it says video unavailable.
Yes.
Right? That's because he deleted the video. But guess what?
Receipts?
We kept the files.
Nice.
The experience of BlurredCon, I don't think has ever been questioned by anyone who's attended, even those who may have issues or questions about some of the ethos and some of the actual things that happen in pockets around and at the con that they'd like to see changed or adjusted. But again, there's a way to go about that and there's a way to not to go about that. And I want to talk to you guys.
I just want to make the point that I just watched.
You didn't know. You didn't see nothing. You saw nothing.
First, I understand all the points of view. I do. I really understand the concern that people have looking at an issue on its face, like having a white cosplay contest winner at a Black nerd convention. For most people, it may seem antithetical to have that happen. But we have to abide by rules, laws. We are an open space. You're not members of a private organization. We do not charge monthly dues. We do not vet people and turn people away like a college or university or, some secret society. This is a convention that people are allowed to come in, pay, and participate to the fullest extent of their interest. And anything above that or outside of that is subject to, suit by law and other things. So we have to abide by those. So there will always be people there who are not Black and people who are not of color in participation. But on another note, that's always what BlurredCon has been. We have always been exclusive, inclusive.
Okay. Now, this is a 25-minute video. I'm not playing the whole video. I actually skipped ahead 3 minutes because the first 3 minutes
is dawdling,
pontificating.
Yeah, it's dawdling.
First and foremost, most importantly out of all of this, I am thoroughly embarrassed that he has on a Deadpool hat.
Yeah.
You love it
because I want to not be associated with him in any way, shape, or form at all. Now, I never watched the whole video, but Chris told me that at some point in this video, he said something to the effect of, "Everyone can be a blurred."
Wait, what?
So we
can like Rachel Dolezal.
There needs to be some context going on here because there might be people that come in halfway through this and
said, because I said it at the beginning. I said it at the beginning of the article. The article specifically pointed out blurred, for anyone that does not know, is a portmanteau of the words black and nerd.
Yeah.
Therefore, by definition, everyone cannot be a blurred, because everyone is not black.
Right.
Everyone can't be black.
Right.
Everyone can be a nerd.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Agreed.
Whoa. Everyone can. Some
listen.
Shit. Oh,
listen,
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Listen. It is what it is, my guy. I'm gonna try to step on as few toes as are necessary for me to get the point across.
You're right.
Toes are already going to be stepped on. There's no way around that.
Right.
It's a crowded floor, and it's a bunch of toes. Like, it's almost it's impossible to not step on some. But I'm try not to step on as many as are available to be stepped on.
That's a feat.
This motherfucker,
special space.
You know how it's funny how I say, because it's how we speak from time to time, we'll use the word nigga and the person in question is not actually black.
Right.
Right. I won't even call him a nigga. Cause fuck you.
Right.
We are exclusively inclusive. What the
I don't know what that even means.
There's a reason that the video has been taken down. I don't know what the reason is. Yeah, because it's not like whatever. Back to the article. We're in an open space. Basically, what he just said. We're in an open space. We are not members of a private organization. We don't turn people away. There will always be people who are not black, who are not people of color in participation. He goes on to denounce any bullying that the judges and contestants may have received and says, if I find out that's something you're doing, you're banned. He defends the judges and explains the background and criteria for the competition, as well as discusses the convention as a whole. He also encourages more black people to enter the contest going forward, but folks say his statement missed the mark. The Bird Con situation is a fucking mess, and the people who run it just need to shut the fuck up because they're this is not me, by the way. I'm reading a tweet.
Wait. Is it not you though? Is it not your sentiment?
This is a tweet by Poppy Longlegs. This BlurCon situation is a fucking mess, and the people who run it just need to shut the fuck up because they're making the situation even worse with each statement they make. We are exclusively inclusive. What the fuck?
That's dumb.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Make it make sense.
We are all. Hold on. No, what he's saying is it's real simple. We are all married bachelors.
You're wrong when you're right.
Yo, like, what is going on here? Talking about oxymorons, my guy. Like, what do you think? What do you think you're? I know what you think you're doing.
I know what you're doing.
Here's the real.
Tell the real.
We live in America.
I was wondering when we was going to get to this part.
Right? We live in America. Here's the thing about litigation.
Go off.
In order. Oh God.
Let me get mine too.
Go off.
I don't have one. I don't have one. In order to be successful, sorry, but there's a couple things that
there it is, Jada one.
Oh, absolutely. There are a couple things that are required for successful litigation to take place. One of those things is someone actually willing to file a suit. That's number one. Because here's the thing. The order that I presented you guys the information is the order in which I got the information, right?
Mm-hmm.
So initially, my highest percentage of anger was pointed towards the white woman. Initially,
for me, it's not now.
Yes, it's not. No, it's not anymore. Because here's the thing: by the order, as I was reading it, the order was number one, the white woman. Number two, her friend.
Right.
Number three, the con.
Right.
as I disseminated all of this, it's actually reversed.
Right.
It's the con, the black friend, and then the white woman, because she was wrong. How many times can she say in that statement I read several times, over and over again, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have even entered. I have no time nor interest to beat brow to find out if she's sincere in her apology.
First of all, when it comes to that, when you hear the entire story, that she's there in a space that she's not usually there. She has a black friend who seems to be showing her around, and this is the blah, blah, blah. And then her black friend encouraged her to go. Like at a certain point, right? For them to just focus the ire on her.
Yeah, no, it's shared.
Yeah.
No, it's shared. It's absolutely shared.
Yeah, like you're not just gonna point at her.
And then for a segment of the time that she was getting this backlash, that black friend was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, she disappeared on her. She rolled out. She ran on her.
She was silent at first. Then she came and made that statement, and now apparently it's gone.
Yeah.
So whatever y'all friendship is, y'all gotta
one thing.
Whoa, Joe. I'm getting to that. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent. Joe, that's a great point. That is a great point. I went on a tangent. So the litigation thing. You are absolutely a private organization.
Yeah.
Absolutely, without question. You sell tickets for entry into this event that is a huge event. Planning and organization goes on pretty much the whole year,
right,
for this event to happen every year.
Right.
But again, we live in America.
Yeah.
The land of the loophole, the land of these
litigation.
Are the rules, but
not all the
this
time.
is how they work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You would absolutely have some people bring smoke your way if you outright announced and advertised
that only black people
can win this contest.
Yeah, that's true.
That is not what anybody is asking you to do.
Facts.
Right. If there are judges, guess what they have to their discretion? Something like this.
Right.
If I'm a judge and you show me a cosplay of a regular outfit that does match the character. Let me be clear about that. Does match the character. But it's a normal outfit. It's an outfit. You know, you might not see somebody walking around every day in it, but it's an outfit.
Right.
And then you show me a cosplay costume with mechanical arms coming out of it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
what are you saying?
I'm the judge.
If you are the judge,
there is no way that you have any legitimate case to tell me that my choice of the mech arms was because she was black.
Right. No, it's because of the mech arms.
You can't tell me that. There's nothing you can do to prove that unless I come out and say it. Yeah. If one of the judges, if she didn't win and one of the judges came out being sassy, talking about, girl, you ain't black, we might have a problem on our hands. Small problem, but we might have a problem on our hands.
Right.
That's not what any. Let me rephrase that. When I say anybody, there are always going to be the extremists in every situation that exist in life. So there were probably people saying these things to him. But the reason that you block out the extreme,
right?
You pay attention to the more reasonable.
and can we also highlight the fact that, because some people might not know, they might legitimately not know, what's the purpose of BlurCon? Why is it even in existence? It's because at these regular Comic-Con events and shit like that, routinely black cosplayers get maligned and bullied. Why? Because in fiction, there is an inordinate amount of characters that aren't of African descent.
Right.
And guess what? Because black people typically don't care, and we like these characters anyway. These are some of our favorite characters, regardless of what ethnic background they represent or whatever. We want to be like, we want to dress like them, blah blah blah. And when we do, a lot of times they get bullied and told, "Well, Superman isn't black," shit like that, right?
Even if they're killing the cosplay,
even if they're killing the cosplay, not only that, but then when it comes to these type of contests, if you think that the judges at these regular Comic-Cons don't factor in the fact that if a white guy comes in with the little curl going down here looking like Superman, and the black guy comes in with the Afro game, even though the suit's better, he's gonna go with the curl dude.
You know this,
right? So because these people that want to get in this lane, they want to be cosplayers, they love to do that so much, and they want a fair shot at it. The purpose of the Blurred Con, one of the purposes anyway, was to legitimize black cosplayers, where in other spaces they are not.
Yo, you literally just made my point come around, though. Peep this. The fact that when we tried to participate in your contest, the judges could use whatever
and do
credentials that they say they used to make their judgment and not have an issue.
Have to say
not be in trouble for it.
Yeah.
So
they're not going to say the black guy.
Man, it's a little too dark.
No, they're going to do exactly what you just suggested.
Right.
Take the discretion and say, so
because realistically,
for us to do it.
Realistically, judging will always be flawed.
Yes. Yeah. Always.
There is no scenario in which bias doesn't exist. Now you can fight your bias.
Yeah.
You absolutely can. But let's keep it fucking
Let's keep
real.
it funky. Let's keep it funky.
In general, you're not going to fight your bias.
Right.
No. In general, you're not. There are definitely scenarios that will, if you're aware of it, that will allow you to, fight against it a little bit.
And before anybody says, I do, you
might.
You and me are anomalies.
Right.
That is not. And also some biases I refuse to fight.
Yes, absolutely.
Because of the general understanding that I have about what typically happens.
Yo, my one of my best friends is a gay drag queen. If I happened,
you didn't have to put me out there like that, bro.
Shut up. So if I happened to go to one of his events and I stumbled into a trophy, come the fuck on, bro.
Stumble. You're wrong.
What
man.
the fuck?
You're wrong.
There's nothing in my head that makes me think I should do this. Even if he said, because all right, so for instance, one of the bar titles that he won, there's a Mr. and Mrs. Mm-hmm. It's a lot to explain. The Mrs. are for drag queens. The Mr. is for men that are not presenting as women. So let's say the night that he was going for that, he was like, "Yo, you should go for Mr." It's a gay bar.
Yeah, you're not gay, so no.
I'm not doing that.
You don't.
Now, he would never tell me to do that.
Of course,
right.
Because he has fucking sense.
Yeah,
but like, yo, you should go ahead and go for Mr. But why?
Nah,
it doesn't. There's no scenario in which this does not play out well. No matter what happens. In my head, I'm like, yo, you can't win. I saw 14 million.
You trying to line me up, my man?
Yo, I saw 14 million possibilities. How many of them did we win?
You stupid.
Zero. Zero.
Let's I'm gonna read.
No, it was one. It was one. The one where I didn't fucking.
Well, you didn't do it.
We're taking all W's.
Let me read Special Space's question, because I would like for us to answer this too. He says, did y'all feel that criticism as kids dressing up for Halloween? That's an interesting question. Now, me personally, when I was growing up, this was before Halloween. No, seriously. When I was,
oh my God, you're right though. You're so right.
Look, I went
All
to the
Hallows Eve.
I went to the first one, when it was actually worshiping. It was actually worshiping Sam Haynes. That's the one I was going to, right? But no, I don't think it wasn't as prevalent because they really didn't get a chance to. Like, you put your costume, your little kid, and you're usually being walked around by a parent or the cousin or the brother, sister, whatever like that. You're in your costumes. You're walking from house to house. You're trying to get candy. They open the door. Oh, isn't that cute? Wow. And you go about your business.
They don't really care what you
typically
are.
They don't care. Typically, they don't care about that. But in other situations, like if there's a contest, contest, in those type of environments, depending on which character you chose, happened to be my favorite. This happens to be my favorite character, but I don't look like the actual fictional character's ethnic background.
Right.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing.
You ain't got the complexion for the connection, Mike.
Exactly.
Well, see, here's the other thing.
My freckles might be a bit too
that I was hoping that you didn't say, and I'm glad you didn't say it.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't white people.
That's true though.
That's a good point though.
There weren't white people to be like, you're not white. You can't.
Yeah.
They didn't exist when I was growing up and doing that for Halloween. Yeah. By the time I had really gotten around more white people, I was no longer really dressing up for Halloween. So
yeah, facts.
I'm laughing at Jada Nerd right now. Well, let me read Special Space's comedy says, so it's an elitist cosplay type of deal. Fucking dress up however you want. Right.
That happens. That happens.
Yeah. Right.
That happens.
And Jada Nerd says Tomb doesn't look like Thor, but who cares?
I mean,
no, listen.
Doesn't it look like a version of Thor? I mean,
a variant. I'm a variant.
Yeah, I
mean, maybe Odin, because he got the gray in the beard.
I do got the grays, but Thor.
I mean, your old man Thor though.
Yeah, old man Thor. You
okay,
know
that too. Shit.
The thing about that is, right, SPJ brings up a good point. In most of these areas, there's all black areas.
Yeah.
So the people that you're gonna be getting the candy from are black people. However, in my case, there was a slight variant.
What's that?
The last white people that lived in that neighborhood still lived in Scots when I was a little kid. And they would give some of the best candy around that motherfucker, right? But yeah, but they never had anything to say about that. I did not.
I mean, they were also the minority in that situation.
They were the minority, but I didn't discover the racism of the Scots until I was an adult.
Right.
But when I was, because listen, as a kid, I was Little Landon. But as an adult, teenager up into an adult, I became a threat.
Yep.
So because of that,
because even racists, not all, but even racists have the thing, no kids.
It's kids. It's your kids. Right. It's kids. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I didn't experience that. So by the time I was of a certain age, I wasn't dressing up that shit anyway. Right. Wait,
I just realized that the writer, the article author is a white woman. Good job, Catherine.
Good job.
Let me answer the question too. Because my situation is a little bit different.
Right.
Because in my neighborhood, predominantly black and
Hispanic. Hope. Oh my God.
But in my neighborhood, like we don't trick or treat in my neighborhood. Like that's just
because you don't go outside in your neighborhood. No, listen, no. Listen, going outside in this neighborhood is hazardous.
No, so what we used to do, we would go to North Miami. Like the nice part of North Miami, like Ocean Shores and shit. So we would trick or treat out there, but never once, whatever costume I had on, whether it was the Dracula costume or the crocodile from Peter Pan, never once did anybody say anything about my costume, like ever. And it was mostly white people in that neighborhood. Like they would just like get your candy and get the fuck on type shit. You know what I mean? Well, not in that demeanor, but that's pretty much.
I think it was pretty much that demeanor.
No, it was that. It wasn't presented as that to the kids because
but that's what it is. Like
that's what it is.
I I feel like it's my duty.
Here we go.
To say because the truth has to be told, right? That's cap, because this is where Adequate grew up at in Florida.
and you're just salty.
Admittedly.
because you have to live on streets where people piss on.
Yo, admittedly, this is where this is the problem. On this show, we deal in truth. And this guy, the reason he didn't trick or treat, you know how long that walk is?
That's a long ass walk, my guy. Listen.
Place?
Nah, B.
Yo, we got to the other, like,
the next place is always in the back top left corner. That's the next place. Every building you see between that's the same place.
Listen, if you that's ass. Listen, if you wanna know why Adequate does not feel your pain.
Yeah. Fucking brokies.
So let me say something, because that question by Special Space just made me realize something that should have been apparent to me before.
Realizing things now, my nigga?
I mean, it is what it is, the glasses. So that idea of, did we experience that coming up? So because there weren't white people, and because the internet really wasn't a thing,
right?
And because TV didn't really show a bunch of this, how white people feel about black people in person type thing, you have you have like 2 generations that grew up on this special day once a year,
right?
Getting to show what they like,
right?
And pretend to be that for a day,
right?
Yeah.
They come up, they get older, the internet becomes a thing, cons become a thing,
right?
And now they have no experience but good experience being these characters,
and they feel
now
so
they
happy.
Go to a con, and or they put their photos on Facebook, and now they encounter, oh, no, you can't do that.
Right.
So just imagine what that does. That
it's dehumanizing.
It's either going to break them, or it's going to turn them into a
It's going to radicalize them. And that's the other thing, because they get it from, trust me, black cosplayers get it from both ends. I know this because before I even went to a Comic-Con, and I've been fortunate enough to go 3 times now, but before all of that, I usually had to work during the times when this was happening. So I would get on the bus on the way to work, and the way the bus went was where you would see the parade of the cosplayers going down to the convention center in Baltimore, right? I've been on a bus with other niggas on the bus yelling out the window disrespectful ass shit to these people that's just trying to they trying to be themselves and enjoy
just
their little geekdom and shit.
Man.
Just having fun. I seen it. So they catch from both ends, because they get it from black people who are so caught up in hood culture and all of this stuff that they can't even take a little time out to appreciate these people just doing them or ignore it. They feel like they got to say something about it. They got to be negative about it. Then on the other end, they go to these regular convention places and they don't get no love there. So places like BlurredCon is important. The problem is when you have people that are in charge of that shit, that are making some of the dumbest statements.
They're acting like the other cons.
They're acting like the other cons.
So
they're acting like the other cons.
If they're doing that, then what is the point of?
What's the purpose of you having it?
Yo, let me play a little bit of this beginning.
Because
go ahead. We are
Deadpool.
That actually me and the team have spent about a day and a half cleaning up, clearing out, closing out, and then getting back on the road. Most of us didn't get back to our respective beds until later last night.
No one gives a fuck
at all.
And
do you care?
We wake up.
I don't.
The job is never done. I want to talk with you guys about a couple of things.
What's that?
Some things that are ongoing, obviously, but have come to a head, and try to put some things in perspective for some of you who find yourself in a particular way about the cosplay contest, Some of you have questions, some of you have concerns.
He said found ourselves.
And I just wanted to kind of address this issue in as simple terms as I possibly can, because there's thousands and thousands of people who have attended BlurredCon over the years, who may not have attended this year, but are still part of the BlurredCon family, who observe things even on the years that they're not able to attend, and have opinions about that. And it's an ongoing challenge. It's an ongoing thing that we have to often discuss and reprise issues around the convention itself, around the cosplay contest, the rules, and how things come about, and how do we approach or attack these challenges in the most constructive way possible. So first, I want to give a big shout out to my team. Worked so hard.
I don't want to hear no more.
You sure you want to do that?
Yo, basically what he was saying, in the parts that I did watch,
what was he saying?
Yo, y'all ain't paid to come, so y'all shouldn't have an opinion.
Nah, B.
Like that.
Now that
was a now. To be fair, he never specifically said that.
No,
but that was a sentiment. That was a sentiment that he was pushing throughout the time that I
basically
watched. Like I said, it's a 25-minute video, so I ain't
all the hard work we put in.
Mm-hmm.
This free event.
That's not actually free. That y'all got to pay to come to. Spend hundreds of dollars to attend because the hotels in the area are going to charge upwards of what they normally charge because there's a convention going on. Because anything you do in the area is going to have an upcharge because there's a convention going on. That's your Ubers, your lifts, your food, your hotel, all of that. You're going to spend. Some people are going to spend thousands of dollars to come to this.
Right.
So the ones that didn't, we don't really care what you have to say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
And that might mostly be like the locals too, which is
because it was in DC. I live in
Arlington.
True, but it's still a few minutes.
Yeah, no, it's a circle,
but it's a slap in the face of the locals. Like, so even if they do, I don't know if they feel away or not, but if they do, it's like, so you don't care what they think. And are they from there too? Like the convention?
I have no idea. I have no idea why it's in Arlington. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe they have a contract with that.
Keep it going.
Center.
That shit would have been funny if it was from Arlington, Texas, because that makes me think of what's that show? King of the Hill.
You're stupid.
That would have been hilarious.
I'm just saying, yo, like I don't know. I would like to. Matter of fact, I'm about to go to the Facebook to see if he says anything about deleting the video because.
But why would he delete the video? Like, Stan?
That's the thing. It's like you said what you said, my guy.
Like you could also keep that video up there to make another video if you like feel like damn maybe my mind's changing and don't double down. But you taking down the video makes you look mad buns, like bro.
Thanks. Like what do you think you accomplished?
Nothing at all, because obviously you took it down. Like people got on your fucking top for what you said. I feel like a lot of people came to the same conclusions that we did.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fairly certain. Where is it? That's the group. No, I don't want the group. I want the page.
He said, I still love the churches on 74th in Miami. What about Little Haiti? Hey, yo, shouts to you, Keith, for knowing about that churches in Little Haiti. Straight up.
BlurredCon public group. Here we go. This is the page. If you go to the videos, yep, it's just completely gone.
Hey, can I say something? I'm surprised that y'all pod doesn't have like trolls in the comments.
No, well, I mean, I don't think they would stand a chance. Like, I just don't think it would work.
No, I'm happy that is like that though. But I'm also surprised though.
We had a couple
trolls
before, yeah.
On the show, yeah.
They didn't last.
No, they never last.
That's what I'm saying.
In the comments,
yeah.
They never last.
I don't know, my guy. Yeah, clearly you weren't there because
probably working. Because if I was there, I would have been
right.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like we had a couple. They I don't know. They might still watch because there's always people that watch that don't say anything because they might be doing other things.
Yep, and we playing in the background.
Yeah.
And
they would have got boxed up keyboard style, like.
Yo, special space. That's a fact.
That's true too. There's too much thinking going on for the trolls to stick around.
Word.
That's real shit though. Like
we silly as motherfucker, but there's thinking to be happening.
There's no acknowledgement of why he took the video down or anything like that. It's just not there anymore. And there's a promo for next year's con.
Who kept the receipt though of that video?
Me. See, when she told me.
Who else?
When she told me.
No, I'm just saying.
She told me about. So she got back Monday. Monday, she told me about it. Mm-hmm. By the time I went to check it out, the video was already up.
Right.
She specifically mentioned talking about it on the show.
Right.
So I immediately downloaded the video.
Smart.
Not because I thought
not because it might disappear, but because you want to do it.
I was actually going to chop it up, but I didn't get a chance to do that until today. And when I went to do it, I put it in DaVinci and the audio wouldn't play. And I'm like, the fuck? What happened to the audio track? And I played it back regular and heard the audio. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to have to pick a specific spot. But yeah,
so what I'm going to ask from you, right? In case this man ever decides to downplay that he said those things.
Oh no, it's not going nowhere.
Okay, drop that though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, if I ever hear word, of him being on some bullshit. Oh no, we kept the files.
Okay.
By then, I'll have it edited. I will put it in a different video editor.
We're not going to let him forget.
No, Jaded Nerd asked you edit in DaVinci. I
do, my good man.
Exclusively.
I don't even have Premiere on my computer.
Me either.
Yeah, me neither. No more. I fuck with DaVinci too.
Yeah. It works.
It works for me better. I can't speak for other people.
Yes,
me, I like it better.
I've had, even with my old computer, DaVinci worked more smoothly than Premiere did.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
You
know what I like though? I like how
Keith, I just got my computer.
That's what I was about to say. I like that you said my new computer.
I'm just saying.
Because I be still saying that shit too.
Yeah. I mean, I just when I got my computer.
I'm looking at Addy, right?
Here we go. I knew it.
Yo, wait. No problem, Keith. Absolutely. we will do that. That is not a question. Because it DaVinci uses it uses your
GPU.
It takes advantage of your GPU, and Premiere has started to slowly in recent times, but no, you still got a decent GPU though.
Yeah.
Because you got a gaming laptop.
My PC is 4 years old too.
Also,
you got a decent GPU too.
You have a decent one, I know. Too. Yours is good. Because you had the same one I had, and my DaVinci worked great.
You're the most goofiest nigga. Like we're on Hollywood Squares and shit.
That's hilarious.
Yo, you are goofy.
I mean, yes, Mike. I happen to have a 3090.
Hey, yo, you should grab a broomstick and like.
I happen to have a NVIDIA 3090 RTX GPU. Yes, I do, Mike.
The flex, though.
Mike, that's Mike.
Mike, I appreciate the fact that you mentioned that because I also have a 30 series RTX.
Exactly.
I'm still in the 1070. You know
I mean, it is what it is.
It works.
Good. Yo, stop it.
Hey, yo, shut up. Stop talking to me.
Yo, I swear. Facts. Yo, hold up. Wait. Stop with the tomfoolery for a second to prove a point that we talked about earlier. We were talking about people, us knowing things and why we know things the way that we know them.
Right.
Keith just provided the perfect example of what we were talking about. His response, wow, y'all already know what's about to happen. Yes, the fuck I do. Keith is about to look at video after video after video
on Da Vinci,
about
right?
Da Vinci results.
Yes. We are literally like that though, man.
That's exactly what's about to happen.
Hold on, just to not to double back or come back around, but I wanted to say in the last segment about that, what pisses me off is when I tell people like my process of learning things or how I learned them, because sometimes I don't feel like I'm the best person to get the information from as far as like teaching somebody how to do something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, it depends on the topic.
Yeah, but it depends on what it is.
No.
You are
stop!
Really
stop it!
What? I'm trying to.
Nigga, stop.
Yeah, he's about to.
But you're really good at that, like certain things, like streaming and shit like that. Look, mind your business.
Yo, I cannot do this.
This nigga's so annoying.
Why did we sign up for this, man?
I didn't. I did not.
You did, kinda. Yo, you said you didn't.
No, I misinterpreted.
Don't make me. Oh, so you brought it up. Okay, so.
No, okay,
gentlemen. No.
Hold on, let me finish. Hold on, let me finish what I was saying first.
Chill out.
You chill.
So.
You chill.
Yo, so
you're over here.
I'm over here.
Go ahead. Chill.
Yeah.
No. But what I'm saying is,
you finally got it right, yo. You finally got it right.
Thank you, my man.
I'm trying to listen.
Shut up. Shut up. So what happened, ladies and gentlemen, is from time to time.
Yo, I thought we was going to talk about this.
No, nigga, you brought it up.
Fam,
from time to time, you brought it up. From time to time, what happens is after the show, Addy joins in late in the comments sometimes. So when he joins in, like, all right, I know he's free, I know he's available. After we get off the live and we say bye to y'all, a good decent amount of time, I hit Addy up like, yo, hit this link.
Right.
And we kick it and shit. So this happened last week. And when I did it, his response was, yo, I'm not in the crib. I'm like, all right, cool.
Because
I was nothing up. No.
I was under the assumption that was still going live.
Wait.
Stop assuming shit.
Yes. Nothing. There was nothing that happened. What up, sis?
Hey, sis.
Yo, that's funny. So I was like, all right, bet you're not home. Cool. Thought nothing of it. Didn't think twice. That was last Saturday.
Right.
Yesterday, this nigga come in the group chat like, yo, I'm available tomorrow. So I wasn't able to get on the show last week. Y'all want me to go ahead, come on this week? Because I'm available. I'm off on Saturdays.
And the thing was, like, I thought I knew the answer because I'm like, damn, nobody responded. But then I was like, oh, I remember it's Yetta's birthday, so Toom ain't going to respond.
I just happened not to see it yet.
No, and then I figured that with you. Like, yo, you just probably ain't see it.
Yeah. So by the time I saw it, Toom had already responded like, yo, I don't know nothing about this. Like,
yeah, I thought he was abreast with the situation. I'm like, damn, like, okay. But
I didn't know you was going to be on the show.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, they want me on the shit. I'm like,
so I respond like, he was like, oh, I misunderstood, misinterpreted what was going on. My bad. Don't worry about it. I'm like, you sure? Because we're gonna be dragging somebody, and like you used to like to do that. This nigga calls me
cat
straight up
because not only did he misunderstand the original scenario, he misunderstood my response. He like, yo, what is going on? I'm like, yo, what are you talking about?
Because I still don't know who the fuck we're about to drag. Or
we just did it.
Oh, okay, so we just did it. Okay, cool. I mean, that was light.
I don't know that nigga.
That was light.
I don't know him.
We ain't drag him.
I don't know him.
Word.
You know, give me personal details
about him.
Yes.
No, I don't know him either, fam.
All right, my guy. We dragged him as far as we could.
Yes,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I got what you mean.
We had some personal details. We could have probably
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I got you.
But yeah, so I'm like, no, nigga, like, hop on the show. You sure? Because, nigga, yes.
Hey, yo, I know one thing for sure, two things for certain.
You are frustrating.
James wants 5 minutes with me.
Yo, absolutely.
Run me,
run me my face.
He wants that vibe. God damn, like cool, I don't even be doing nothing, dog.
Yo, you don't. That's the point. That is exactly the point. You don't be doing nothing.
I don't be doing nothing.
You don't be doing nothing.
I don't be bothering nobody.
Speaking of not doing nothing.
Yeah. Get on his ass.
Don't do that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
What?
No, I was going in a different direction.
Okay.
I was going in a different direction.
He's already done that with me through text. So
okay.
Like, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. The deal with Addy is he does do things. Like go check out his Addy's Game Room.
Oh, absolutely. He does that.
Appreciate that.
He does that.
And on Facebook as well. I will make the occasional appearance to give support. Be positive and
no, that's not what happened.
No, that's not what you do.
I've seen.
Don't do that.
We are both.
The first thing you always say is trollogram in all caps, and it's like a long ass troll. It's not like the regular way you spell trollogram, like just one letter for each letter. It's like 3 T's, 3 R's, and 3 all the letters. With a bunch of exclamation marks. Fam.
That's exactly how that works.
Just saying.
Anyway, go. I'm laughing at Mike Gleason now too. Like, look. All I'm saying is, go check out his show.
Yo, Tim shows up in Earl's feces. That's a fact, though.
Facts, though.
But that wait. To be fair, that was an easy guess because that's pretty much what he does everywhere.
Yeah.
No, I'm about to say you looked the wrong way, my guy.
Is that really? Is that what we? Okay, and you believe that?
yes, sir. I do. Yes,
I suppose you agree with this bullshit he's over here saying.
Yo, you be coming in hot, fam.
Hot as fuck, my guy.
Like, damn.
Coming in hot. Leroy.
Way go play, my guy. Damn.
What, bro? We were being peaceful. We were having a moment of silence.
This nigga like, oh, wow, this shit too peaceful. Gotta stir some shit up.
It was a candlelight vigil, and you just came in here.
That's why
blowing candles and shit.
Hey, yo, that's why every time he does that shit, I just let it rock.
Yeah.
I just let it rock. I'm like, all right,
you have to.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. You just gotta let him run his course. Like,
admittedly, there are times when wait.
No, you are not. We're not.
Hey, yo, you know that saying, God is good all the time. Mm-hmm. All the time, God is good. Mm-hmm. Tomb trolls all the time.
Yeah, that applies
all the time.
That applies absolutely. Yo, inevitably, it is what happens.
Look, man,
there are for no reason.
There are moments.
Yo, no, there's a reason. He's alive. He woke up that day.
Well, all right. Listen, so there's literally times that I get tagged and shit, and I ain't do nothing at all.
Okay.
You believe that? Do you believe that?
No.
Do you believe that?
We're not going with that one.
Why not?
Because
why don't you believe that?
Shit. You be doing shit.
But you literally just said I don't be doing shit.
No.
Wait, hold on. You know, he's talking about on your show, you don't be doing nothing but streaming. He ain't talking about everything else.
Hey, we ain't.
Right. Well, I was talking about in reference to him trolling you on your stream. I was saying like you ain't do nothing to deserve being trolled. That's different. You be doing shit, my guy.
No, but I mean, like, I just wake up and then I get tagged in a post on Facebook where like niggas like minding my business, and I'm like, yo.
All right, so start that sentence over. Start that sentence over.
I wake up and get tagged. Whoa.
What you do?
You wake up. So that's me doing something already.
What did I just say? You said he be trolling for no reason. I said he woke up that day.
Yeah, you did. I got you. Yeah, it all correlates. Okay, never mind.
I'm just saying.
There's the rare moment when I become the sure enough.
Let's not do this. Let's listen. What we're not going to do. What we're not going to do.
Yo,
look. Let's not stand on ceremony, Mr. Wayne.
Mr. Wayne.
That is not.
You know why that's funny? Hold on. You know why that's funny? because my stepdad's name is Wayne. We call him Mr. Wayne.
Yo.
Oh man.
Oh, you had scrotums in your mouth on your last stream, my guy?
He did.
Scrotums in my mouth.
Yeah.
No, we would. Well, yeah, we talked about scrotums a lot. We did. Mike was there too. We talked about wild scrotums, bro.
I mean, scrotal health is important.
It is, but it wasn't like we were talking about. Like,
that ain't what he was talking about, my
dude.
It
wasn't that. It was crazy. It was wild. But people also learn things too, you know.
I mean, sure.
I forgot what we learned and what was learned.
This is basically what I learned.
What's that?
That if I have some of my younger nieces and nephews around, I have to keep the mute or volume down.
That is actually what you need.
No, that's
you gotta do that.
Adequate streams are rated R.
Yeah, they are. They are.
It's just radical, ridiculous.
Rated R, ridiculous,
rambunctious.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all definitely need to show up and show out on his Listen, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna help you out for real, Addy. Are you trying to grow? You trying to grow?
Are you though?
Yeah, I really am. Like, I am.
Okay.
Oh, you about to send me the bag?
I'm about to tell my troll army to go there when he's live and troll him. He loves it.
No, that's not helpful.
What? It's cool. I mean, it helps the view count.
Views from the 6, my guy. Like, I don't. Anyway, moving on to this next story because it is what it is. NFL's Dak Prescott cites HIPAA while refusing to answer question about being vaccinated. Collective cyber sigh follows.
No, not a sigh. This is a blatant expression of outrage of the stupidity. So y'all really don't know what HIPAA means? Y'all really don't know what that is?
Wait. No, they have no idea. There's no question there. They do not know what HIPAA is about.
Because I know what HIPAA is.
I am not your employer, my guy.
I'm not your
employer. I'm not your doctor. I'm not bound to these things.
You can either answer or not answer, but for you to say HIPAA is the thing.
Well, let's.
But isn't HIPAA the protection? Isn't the HIPAA the protection if you answer or not? Like, it's your choice, right?
Yeah, you can choose to.
You can still.
But you don't
that's
have
the other.
to.
That's the other point. That's the other point. You can choose to.
Right.
But
this situation has nothing. Read this.
Yeah. That's gonna.
Shortly after the NFL sent a memo to its teams outlining the possible consequences that could apply to unvaccinated players, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott faced a question about his own vaccination status. Now, if I recall correctly, I think they made an amendment, so I don't know if this was pre-amendment or post-amendment, but basically what the NFL is doing is if you're vaccinated, you're only getting tested every 2 weeks for COVID. If you're unvaccinated, you're still getting those daily tests. So if enough players that are unvaccinated are unable to play in the game, then the team forfeits that game. Because last year what they were doing was if enough players had cases, they would find a way to reschedule. But since we have the vaccination and they are a business at the end of the day.
Right.
They are a business who has partners. There's a lot of money involved.
Right.
Yeah.
So outside of me being pro-vaccination, I understand this business move. Y'all have a choice. You absolutely can choose to not get vaccinated. However, there's a different set of standards for you.
Right.
And if enough of you are not available to play, and the team can't field a team,
right.
You guys will forfeit that game.
Right.
Plain and simple.
So y'all want the chip or not?
Basically. The quarterback, however, declined to answer a reporter's question on Friday. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I continue, I've seen think pieces about this being the NFL against black people because if you don't, because here's the thing now, just how business works. if there is a subsection of your workforce who are, by their existence, liabilities, they stand to potentially be pruned. Mm-hmm. So the idea is the unvaccinated are now at higher risk of being cut because you don't want to risk having to forfeit a game.
Right.
So
especially if you could have potentially won.
This is the NFL being anti-black and blah blah. But anyway,
I gotta go.
No, I was saying,
like, babe, gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
Like, based on what you said, like, especially like if you know you can win against that team, because
it's the worst.
You know, it's like damn, y'all niggas ain't get vaccinated.
You happen to get a bad team this week.
That was a layup.
Outbreak in your team.
You know what I mean? Oh, y'all niggas.
Yeah. And here's the thing. The reason that it doesn't apply to vaccinated players isn't preferential treatment. No. It's the fact they're only tested every 14 days. Right, so it's almost it's virtually impossible for enough of them to be sick at the same time.
Right.
For you to have to forfeit. So anyway, back to the article. The quarterback, however, declined to answer a reporter's question on Friday when he was asked to confirm whether he's vaccinated. I don't necessarily think that's exactly important. I think that's HIPAA.
Right.
The answer led to backlash on social media, with some expressing outrage over Prescott's decision to dismiss the topic. Prescott's response also fueled a debate about the definition of HIPAA. Asked if he's vaccinated, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, I don't necessarily think that's exactly important. I think it's HIPAA. Big Tony replies, we need to start teaching HIPAA to elementary school kids. No one knows the damn law.
They don't know it.
Another person, your mom asking when she's getting grandkids. HIPAA violation. Somebody else says, just adding a dash of HIPAA to the convo like parsley on an IG chef's plate. Yo, for the last time, asking me to select all the squares with traffic lights in them is a HIPAA violation.
Hey, yo, them shits be bad hard though.
Yo, facts though.
No, I'm using all of this, yo. I'm using all of this.
According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HIPAA, an acronym for the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, prohibits certain entities from disclosing another person's
which entities?
Certain.
Okay.
That would be your employer, your doctor,
things
like that. From disclosing another person's medical information. But there's no rule that prevents people from talking about their own health condition.
Right.
In a memo this week, the NFL said teams can be forced to forfeit games and potentially face other consequences if there's a COVID outbreak caused by unvaccinated members of the organization. While some say athletes such as Prescott should be allowed to make a personal decision without facing criticism, others say their choice affects many others. If he didn't get it, that is a personal choice. Response, except his decision could impact 100 plus other players. Right. Because there are 53 people on a team, two teams. Prescott also refused to confirm his vaccination status last month. Quote, for me, I think it's important just for everyone to educate themselves on the reason why to get vaccinated and why it can either help in their cause or maybe help the world. See, that is a reasonable response.
So what the fuck is he talking about?
Which is why I don't understand. No. So what it seems like now is literally, it's more simple this way. It's literally just he doesn't know what the fuck HIPAA is.
Yeah. He doesn't.
It doesn't seem like he's anti-vax. He just doesn't fucking know what HIPAA is.
We have got to address something because Jidner asked a question here, and I don't want us to overlook it. He says, I do have a question about how y'all feel about the vaccine and the FDA approval. I'm leaning towards getting it. I keep saying the science opposed to my feelings. Here's the thing about the FDA approval, and it's like one of the many things that the right wing has taken and turned it into something that it's not. The FDA gave emergency authorization for the use of this.
Yeah.
Them giving their final approval, which will probably come to decision around January next year, does not make it more safer.
No.
It doesn't make it more safer.
It would not. Emergency approval isn't the ship's sinking.
Right.
That's not what that is. Emergency approval is, all right, we have enough information right now to feel like the reward outweighs the risk.
Right.
We haven't determined that it's 100% safe.
Yeah.
But we have enough information to say that, and they've even expanded to say far outweighs the risk.
Right.
Emergency approval is basically it's allowed to be used, but you can't. A short basic explanation. It can't be mandated federally, by the government. It can't be mandated because it's not approved. But it is available.
By the way,
to be
the
used.
approval process is purely bureaucratic.
Yes,
it's bureaucratic.
Yeah.
I mean, like 500,000 people died last year. You know what I'm saying?
That's not an exaggeration.
And no, it's not. That's the reason that this bothers me about Prescott. Right? This is the reason why this bothers me, because I literally just saw a press conference with that dumb fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene, where she misapplied the HIPAA shit there. So you have politicians who don't understand what the HIPAA shit is. We are in trouble.
So that'd be another thing though, because people, like what you said with her, she's a politician, right?
Yeah.
People be so concerned with conspiracy theories. I'm like, yo, these people are doing things in your face, and
they clearly don't know things,
and they don't even know things. They don't even know.
There are things shit. That
why do I understand? Why do I understand HIPAA more than she does? There's no reason why I should. I've never went to college. I don't know shit.
But you should not. That is to spin the block on what I said earlier about institutions, politicians, all that. Their credibility is suspect as fuck. And this is what allows for the average numbnut citizen, right, to decide to disregard
all
of the data because the shit.
But you know that's just like a what a pinball effect, ding ding ding. Like
it is
because there's also there'll be a dumb person, then talk to another dumb person, talk to another dumb, and then that shit just spreads, just like the fucking virus. Like,
stupid
come on,
people
man.
say stupid things in a vacuum.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
It's like literally, it's like, you know how we talk about echo chambers, because I know James hates echo chambers, but I feel like those echo chambers are way more detrimental.
Oh no, hold up. To clarify to the people,
detrimental than what we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to clarify to the people, I just don't like repeats.
No, I got that.
The certain echo chambers perpetuate dangerous shit.
Dude, they really do.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like, like a dumb person talking to another dumb person, and they just talking to other dumb people.
That's why we're here. That's why the Village Idiot.
That's why we're here. That's why we're at where we're at right now. Even when it comes to this COVID shit, like somebody was like, "Yo," but they were right, because it's like, "Yo, that's why we're going to be having to deal with COVID for a long time." But they were saying because they're trying to make it last because of population control. That I don't agree with. But the part that we're going to deal with this shit for a long time is because of people like you thinking that it has to do with population control, and you don't want to wear a mask and you don't want to get vaccinated.
Yo, that makes me.
You get what I'm saying?
That makes me remember. One of my coworkers, if certain of my coworkers are listening, they'll know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna name any names. This motherfucker, we were in the lunchroom.
At her.
We were in the lunchroom, and he was
whatever.
He said something to the effect of, "Man, I can't wait until we can stop wearing our masks." Not like
he's tired of it.
The length of this, he's worn his mask. He's done what he's supposed to do. He's vaccinated. All of it. No, I can't wait till we stop having to wear our mask. Blah 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 blah. And I didn't tune out because he was talking some real shit. I didn't tune out. But then after he gets to the end, I'm almost used to not wearing my mask now because going outside, stuff like that. He doesn't wear his mask anymore because he's vaccinated. Blah 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 blah. Now, not groups of people, but the things. So at the end of his tirade, he's like, "James never takes his mask off." What the fuck? Hold up, excuse me, sir.
Wait, why did I come into the conversation?
Right, like what the fuck? How am I bothered? And then I thought about it. What does my mask say?
Yeah,
unapologetically black. That's the one. That one. Addicted to black. Hey, hold up. Is he Yakub? I mean, is he white?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, is that?
That's what he was talking about. He wasn't talking about the virus thing.
Because here's the thing.
We've been talking about the virus thing.
And this is what I've said about anti-maskers. Some of you legitimately have problems wearing masks.
Right.
But I would argue that for a vast majority of you, it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because I'm not in the best shape of my life. And I'm an asthmatic.
You're not? Oh, yeah. We can do that 5 minutes then.
Yo, you stupid. and I'm an asthmatic.
Right.
Literally wear my mask all day. Like not when I'm in the car, but I go to a bunch of different locations.
He's not wrong. Like when we would at one point going into Baltimore. Well, he was going into Baltimore together, but we go into Baltimore to record the Roz podcast show. Throughout the entire time, he will have his mask on. That's what he does.
Yep.
My G.
I take it off.
Oh, Jay the Nerd, we see your question. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna finish this block out, but we definitely gonna get into that right there.
All right, let me finish the article.
Yeah.
Other NFL players and coaches have expressed their disapproval for the vaccine. Buffalo Bills wide receiver Cole Beasley, who has been outspoken against the vaccine, engaged in an argument with his teammate on Twitter Friday. Jerry Hughes says some people have underlying health conditions, so they are at risk if an outbreak happens. Wait, but Apple is just one company, not all the tech companies in the world. I'm guessing Apple made an official mandate on vaccines or masks. I can't remember which one.
Right.
So Cole says, Jerry, so if a vaccinated player gives an unvaccinated player with underlying conditions COVID, it's cool though. You're an idiot. But anyway, and the player with underlying conditions gets blamed for it. From minority to the majority, now the minorities don't matter. And he says,
I gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
And he says, you would think someone with underlying health conditions would get the vaccine to prevent further complications if they got COVID. Now, I understand freedom of choice, but our job has rules in place. Rules are rules. And there are many more public figures outside of sports who continue to speak against the cure. Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tim's favorite person, who asked about being vaccinated at a press conference this week, refused to reveal her answer. Greene also said the question is a violation of her HIPAA rights. Huffington Post reported. Comedian Seth Meyers mocked the Republican on his show. A reporter asking you if you've been vaccinated doesn't violate your HIPAA rights
at all,
any more than a neighbor needs a warrant to enter your house for a barbecue. I doubt she even knows what HIPAA is or what it stands for. She probably doesn't even know it's an acronym.
You know how we fucked up? You know how we fucked up? She probably thought she was talking about hippopotamuses.
I was about to say that.
You know what we fucked up? In 2016, motherfuckers voted for Trump.
Yeah.
And then in 2020, motherfuckers voted for Biden. When what we should have been voting for was the asteroid.
Can't stand
it. I'm with it.
So I have this up here on the screen because I need to help people out with some stuff that they don't know because they don't look at the data, right?
Mm-hmm. Hold on. What does this apply to?
Okay,
break it down.
I'm gonna get there. So the common theme, and y'all brought it up today, you adequate, especially about the whole population control thing. I'm gonna show y'all something, right? So these numbers are the population of the planet Earth at certain times in history. So I'm going to go not even all the way through all of these.
No, you ain't got to.
I'm not gonna do that.
I get it.
I'm just gonna go to the 1900s. That started in 1900. 1,600,000 million people, right? That's in 1900.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
all the way up to today.
So when you talk about population control, shut the fuck up, get out of my face. That's not what's happening.
Yo, and here's the thing.
That's never been what's happening.
But you know what has been happening?
People getting dumber.
That
people believing that shit.
Well, yes, but also that bullshit conspiracy theory has been around since back then. It's been around since back then.
Facts.
So they're doing a terrible job.
They're doing a horrible job
because I don't trust the government either. But y'all need to come with something new for me to not trust the government.
Wait. That rolls into Jaded's question.
Yes.
What do y'all say to the ones who say the vaccine is poison and designed to set us up? My first question, because they're not. Listen, in my sabbatical from arguing on Facebook, one of the things that
Mufasa.
one of the things that I decided to implement whenever I do it again is what happened with that dude on Gat's post.
Yeah.
Is I'm going
to
walk with you. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because that post, yeah, I'm gonna walk with you. I'm not going to do what I used to do. I'm going to walk with you. So my first question is, who is us?
Yeah, which us is us?
Are you implying that us is black people?
Right.
All right, maybe. Right. Let's go with that. White people, when this first started, who was running to the places? Who was jumping in line?
Facts.
Who was doing that? Was white people.
White people.
That was
a bunch of white people early on got the vaccination. Early on.
And I'm talking about literally jumping the line.
Going literally to places they ordinarily would not go to get this vaccination. Yeah.
Places where they should not have been getting the vaccination.
Yeah,
because
they didn't live in that area.
The area didn't serve them.
Right.
And they went there to get the vaccination.
Damn,
so
niggas still have vaccines.
Right. So that is my first response.
Mm-hmm.
My second response is, you've seen.
I don't doubt that, Jaded. I don't doubt that. I really believe that they.
Oh yeah. No. I don't think that they're doing it maliciously. No. There are some who are.
Yeah.
But no, I don't believe that. That's why I've made the change to walking.
You gotta walk them through
with people.
Yeah,
because I'll find out from that walk what your intentions are.
Yeah.
You gotta Socratic method that, mother.
Yeah. So when you go to the next step, it's like, all right, you've seen how quickly COVID can take out a person.
Yeah.
You've also
hold on, Toom. You said Socratic
method.
Is that like
Socrates? Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I was just making sure I was following.
You've seen how quickly COVID has taken people out.
Yeah.
You've known people who've gotten the vaccine longer ago than that.
Yeah. Yes.
You're just doing an anecdotal thing.
Yes.
And you see that they have outlasted that time period that it would have taken COVID to take them out. Especially if you're one of those people that's like, I need to get out of here. I need to go about my life. I need to, I need this social interaction.
Right.
I need this.
Right.
Then that is anecdotal evidence that you would do better with the vaccine than getting the COVID.
Right. like perfect example, because I just want people to hear me clearly, because I know y'all two are already going to do that. Well, when I say three, because I was thinking like Keith is here too, but
thanks.
Y'all three hear me clearly, or whoever else is listening. My aunt recently died from COVID. She did everything she needs to do: wore a mask, sanitize, wash her hands, all that shit. And she got the vaccine. And sadly enough, she ended up dying from that shit. Like, she was like on the respirator for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when people hear that, they're like, "Oh, well, that means the vaccine doesn't work."
Yep.
That's not what that means.
That's because something that we've said on here, words are hard. That's one. Words are hard.
Numbers are harder.
That is not me being condescending. I often say English is dumb as fuck.
It is. That's
words are hard, but also people don't understand numbers, specifically percentages.
That's why I said numbers are harder.
You remember when I put that thing in the chat, and then y'all gave me the numbers and all that? Because the problem is this. I asked the person that initiated this shit, I'm like, so what are the stats on it?
Right.
and a person was like, "Oh well, 8 people here, certain people here." I'm like, "Yo, we have like 300 million people in this country. You can't just do like because there might be more than 8 that like got the vaccine and died from it. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't die from the vaccine; they died from COVID. They didn't die from the vaccine.
Right.
And let's also make the distinction between that. Like, if you get the vaccine and you die, you didn't die from the vaccine. You die from COVID. Because
that's just like the Johnson and Johnson thing.
That's what I'm saying.
When the Johnson and Johnson thing happened, there were 6 women that developed this crazy reaction to it.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah,
and people were like, "Oh my God, we have to see the vaccine." No, there were 6 women,
and also by the way, for anyone that wants to know the update on that, they still have not found the link. That's
why they unpaused.
Because correlation does not mean causation
at all.
Well, here's the thing. They did. Let's say that it was a direct cause. Let's say it was a direct cause of the vaccine. It was 6 women.
Yeah, but
out of 1 million plus that had taken it at that point
and didn't have any issues.
But you know what they would say? They would do the same shit. They'll be like, you don't care about those 6 people that died?
No, but you don't understand percentages.
Exactly.
First of all, stay out of my head because that's the first thing that popped in my head. You just don't understand percentages.
You are putting yourself too close to the situation.
Like
and I understand because you're human.
What I'm saying, like the
not
same
only
way
that,
like,
but the other thing is they
500,000 people have died last year. People are like, so what, whatever. But they don't flip it on us. Like, well, 6 people died from the vaccine. Like, fuck out my face. Keep the same energy, my guy.
This is what I'll be saying, yo. They argue badly.
Yes.
As fuck.
They argue badly.
Yo, you're too close to the situation, so I understand why 6 people. Because you're thinking about 6 people dying.
Yeah,
that's where your thought. That's where your logic ends.
But like Eddie said, how come you can't think about the 600,000 to die? Like if
I'm just saying, you 100,000 plus
over these 6 people, and mind you, all 6 did not die. By the way, all 6 of them did not even die.
Right.
All 6 did not even die. But you were so upset about this 6 people. But when we bring up 600,000, my dude, just here in the United States, 600,000, my dude. And nothing.
Oh, you know what they say? Nothing. They're like, out of 300 million of us.
No, see, here's the thing. No, I don't even know if they'll do that. I think it's because
they do that.
Because they say out of all of America,
people have issues with people have issues with big numbers. Again, it's all goes back to they don't understand percentages.
The same way they don't understand when it comes to like crime and all that.
Yo, you might be traumatized as hell going out onto a football field and seeing 6 bodies laying there. Now imagine how traumatized you'd be if you walked out into an open space and there were 600,000 corpses there.
I don't know how I would.
Yo, people. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. People don't understand scale either.
Right.
You don't understand if you go to fucking Delaware. Try to walk from one end of Delaware to the other.
Fuck no.
That's one of the small places. Yeah. That's one of the small places here. Try to walk from one end to the other.
Right.
And see what the fuck you do. So I get it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Hold on. We need to flesh that out. That's a great point.
Yeah.
It would seem to you, if you tried to walk from one end to Delaware to the other, it would seem to you to be the longest walk.
Right.
Yeah. But when you look at the scale, Delaware is in comparison to Texas.
California. Or if you go from the south to the north.
We're talking about bigger states. Now go to the whole country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now go to the continent.
Right.
Ooh. Now go to the Western Hemisphere.
That's what I'm saying.
Now the globe.
But do people even know what continents are anymore?
No.
They think it's a breakfast. What was you about to say?
I love this person, but this person swore me up and down that India wasn't a part of Asia.
Why? Why?
Because
would you do that?
No. the initial logic actually made sense. No, the initial logic I understood. It was the follow through that he fucked up on.
Wait, hold up. Was the initial logic because they don't look the same?
No,
nigga. Okay.
It's because India is a subcontinent.
Talking about geography. You talking about geography?
Because India is a subcontinent, but then they went off they were. This is the goal. India is a subcontinent. Okay. India is not part of Asia, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's not how it works.
I got one word for you.
Can be true.
Pangea.
Right.
Yeah. Pangea.
Both of those can be true. Like, it is a subcontinent and it is a part of Asia.
Yes.
That is how that works.
Like, I'm literally looking at the map right now. Yes.
Because it started from, we were watching something with somebody Indian in it, and I said something about them being Asian. And that's how that went there. But anyway, yeah, so it's like, that's a good point, Jada. The media blasted the 6. Here's what we need to stop doing. Not as extreme as I've done. What I've done is I don't watch the news. I get my news from places, but I don't watch the news. That's helped me with this problem. But the problem is we rely solely on the news, and the agendas exist. Propaganda is real.
Like they're there.
You have so you have your favorite news place that you watch, or you're in a Facebook group or whatever the case may be. Then you're
wherever you get your current events from.
You're only getting it from one place that has
one
source. Specific bias. Again, we talked about this earlier. There is no absence of bias.
Right. Doesn't exist.
You can try to fight it. You absolutely can. And you can be successful at fighting it.
At certain things.
Not at everything.
Right. Not everything, right.
But it exists. It is there. It is not in the void somewhere. No, it's present. It's omnipresent. So,
and the media is also in a catch-22 situation with this, because if they had not reported on it, and then it was found out through other means, then the conspiracy theorists would say they was hiding the information. So it's like, that's why
damned if you do, you damned if you don't.
That's why, just like what SPJ is saying, that's why you really have to rely on building up the skills it takes to be a fact checker, building up the skills it takes, and being honest with yourself, and put your opinions through the same rigorous examination that you would give the things that you don't trust, because you gotta value your credibility over your opinion.
Facts.
You got to, because the moment you make it all about, well, I have a right to an opinion, therefore I'm going to state my opinion regardless of the facts, of the demonstrable evidence.
Yo, I've literally met people that are like, yo, my beliefs are facts and there's nothing that you could do to change it, which to me, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like that's cool. You can have that.
I would actually rather you say that at the beginning of the conversation, so I don't waste my fucking time.
Like, cause niggas are telling me like, yo, my mom told me this and this and this and that, but I just be like, hear me out. I'm not saying that she's lying. I'm just saying that
she can be wrong.
She's wrong though. You feel me? Like, I literally demonstrably showed you, like, yo, she lied. Or no, none of that she lied, because sometimes you put out information that you think is true, but it's not. But she's wrong though.
Right.
But also, you can't get mad at me for that. I mean, you can.
I'm gonna ask y'all to care a little more about misinforming other people.
It's a fact though. They don't be caring though.
Why would they do that?
Just a little more.
What reasons do they have?
A little bit.
I literally had
somebody go a long way.
I literally had somebody tell me that, like, nobody from last year caught the flu because of this whole COVID. I was like, nobody. I'm like, yo, no, listen.
Well, here's what happened, yo. Like, not him specifically, because you told me what happened with him, but there are some people that are saying that But the reason they're saying that is because they misinterpreted the headline.
Yeah.
When the headline says the flu disappeared, it's not literally saying the flu disappeared.
Of course not. It's still here.
Yeah, it's just saying that the
like the flu and COVID got into a beef and COVID was like, yo, I run the block now.
Yo, you stupid. No, it just so happens that the measures that you would take to prevent yourself from getting COVID are the same measures that can prevent you from catching the flu.
You know what? You know what frustrates the fuck out of me? The fact that we even had to stress that as
you're right.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
I nearly brought an analogy into this shit and just fucking.
Yo, Marissa says, and then there's the myth perception, like the Tuskegee experiments, which we often cite as a reason for doubt. When it comes up, I ask people if they know what happened during those experiments. Funny that you should mention that.
They don't know.
Because I had a conversation with somebody a few months ago that attempted to cite those same experiments.
They gave them people syphilis.
Asked them,
but they gave them people syphilis.
No, they didn't even know that.
Yo,
they didn't give them any syphilis
at all.
They already had it. Went there to get checked. They said, "We're not giving you no vaccine. We're just going to say we will."
Right.
So they can monitor what it does to your body.
That's fucked up that it do that to get more information.
The only thing that can even correlate to what's happening now is medical malfeasance.
Yeah.
As a whole.
But
it's not about them giving you something.
This isn't a program.
To fuck you up, like
it's
to kill you. Like
this was about them not giving you something. And I always ask those of you that refuse to fuck with that. When you go out and get a pet like a dog or a cat, do you vaccinate your cat and dog?
You better.
Well, no. I'm sure there's
not everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that don't.
There's been a few pets.
I've known several people that will get new pets and never take them to the vet at all.
I would say to them, you don't love that nigga.
Right. Facts.
Especially if you let them go outside.
Don't do that.
No, it's real shit. No, it's real shit, Eddie. You're a bad person. You're a bad person. You should feel badly about it.
I do.
You don't let a nigga.
Yeah, made me.
You don't let a nigga.
I thought it was upstanding and doing the right thing.
Nah.
But Garrett's back.
But Garrett's good. Yeah, but Garrett's good.
But I got your pet.
Like my other pets, I got them from like other niggas.
Especially if they go outside. I'm just saying,
like, you got hand-me-down pets.
Yeah,
like this is what it came with, my guy.
Hey, you get what you
take it or leave
it. Ogma said the flu is on hiatus because its record deal fell through.
Real shit though.
I'm dead. I'm done.
Real shit. No, you're right. Real shit. That's what happened. I heard about it.
Yo, what's good, Oak?
It was on Hip Hop Weekly. It was on Hip Hop Weekly. I just forgot to report on it on here.
That shit took me out right there.
Yo, all right. So next story. When Black women are punished for being the best, I vaguely referenced this recently. I had no idea that there would be. Okay, I had no idea that there would be a full article piece on it, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Simone Biles, widely considered the greatest gymnast of all time,
with the most unfortunate last name.
Oh, okay.
Biles.
No.
Why
they're worse.
Why is that an unfortunate last name?
No, B. They're.
You know what bio is?
Like bowels, like your
no.
I know it's BILE, but like what is it? I'm asking. Like I don't know. Let me look it up.
It's a concoction. Oh, okay, go ahead. If you're gonna look it up, go ahead.
Yeah.
Let me get.
If you already got it, then give it to me. What is it?
No, I got it, but it's better if you learn it yourself. Simone Biles widely considered the greatest gymnast of all time.
Don't say it. Don't say it on here.
Because I'm gonna want to eat
after that.
Stop.
I'm gonna want to eat after that.
Has made a career of mastering skills that no other woman dares to try. Now, all right. Before I finish this, remember a couple weeks. I don't know if it was last week or not. I mentioned how crazy it is that they'll do things that because no one else can physically do it, they get in trouble, like not in trouble, but like they get penalized. Because nobody else can do it. So they don't know how to score it. So they get penalized for being fucking.
They're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
Okay, all right. In fact, she's done this 5 times. She will likely perform 3 of the 4 skills that are named the bows at the 2020 Summer Games in Tokyo, as well as her new vault, the Yuchenko double pike, which will then become the 5th bows. She has advanced the technical side of gymnastics in unprecedented ways, yet 2 of her skills are undervalued by the code of points.
Of course they are.
In other words, she will not get adequate. Oh.
Hey, yo, can you stop?
Damn it.
She will not get adequate credit for their difficulty in competition. The Federation of International Gymnastics claims it wants to dissuade lesser gymnasts from trying such difficult skills and sustaining injuries.
Oh, because they can't do it.
But it's beginning to look like a pattern in subjective, largely white-dominated sports.
Yeah, they can't do
the policing of Black women's bodies, limiting how far ahead of the field they can actually be. The injustice made me think of an earlier pioneer, Surya Bonali. I was 12 years old when I watched Bonali do a backflip in the 1998 games. I was 6 weeks into my first round of skating lessons. And at that point, she was the only figure skater I'd seen on TV who looked like me. When Bonali replaced a planned triple Lutz with a backflip and seconds later finished her program with her back to the judges, she thrilled the audience and the TV commentators, but she was penalized for performing the illegal skill and dropped out of medal contention.
Now, this is the part where I'm always cringing at the term rules are rules.
Yeah.
Because shit like this happens when that is taken to the furthest.
Right.
Like, come on, B.
Yeah. When it's taken past its logical conclusion,
it
becomes absurd. It's an exercise in absurdity, yo.
And it's a way, and it's a way to shut off your critical thinking.
Sure.
And allow something
and
else
innovation
to think for you. Yeah, and innovation. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's stagnation is what it is. The official reason given by the International Skating Union as to why backflips are illegal is because they are landed on 2 feet. And therefore can't be considered a jump. The backflip she does is a step out, meaning that she splits her legs while flipping upside down. One leg lands in front of the other. Right. And she quite literally steps out.
That's
in her post-Olympic career, Bonali would hold her 1-foot landing and pause before jumping into a triple salchow. It takes a perfect landing, the right speed and momentum, and the right placement of body weight to successfully execute a triple jump from the landing of any previous skill. Think about that.
That's bold.
She did a backflip, landed on 1 foot, before she let her other foot touch the floor. She did it. Come on now.
It takes godlike agility.
Listen, my guy.
Yeah.
Yet, despite her obvious talent, Bonali was consistently underscored by judges. Biles, like Bonali, is also a dark-skinned Black woman in a sport that is traditionally defined by a Russian balletic aesthetic, where a thin, straight body line is the goal. Both women are powerfully built and naturally muscular, yet neither possesses the long, lean elegance of former champions such as Nancy Kerrigan or Nastia. I'm not going to even pronounce that one. Neither moves like a ballerina, though toward the end of her career, Bonali tried to incorporate a more classical aesthetic into her skating, choosing music by composers such as Antonio Vivaldi and Camille Saint-Saëns. Biles, on the other hand, doesn't seem too concerned about appealing to a more classical sensibility. Her current floor routine is quite fittingly set to Tokyo Drift by the Teriyaki Boys from Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift soundtrack. As she brings in choreographers from Dancing with the Stars, it's important for her to have fun or she won't do it at all. Biles' stature in gymnastics is about more than just the difficulty of her moves, though. American commentators repeatedly praise her near-flawless technique. Her flexibility and form, straight knees, legs together, toes pointed, are impeccable. And in these ways, she very much meets the old school aesthetic. The open-ended scoring system in her sport rewards difficulty over everything else, meaning that a gymnast such as Biles can be dominant because she is so far ahead, technically speaking. In a sense, she has
catch up, nigga.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
In a sense, she had free gymnastics from the notion that only a wispy girl who looks like she belongs at the Bolshoi can be a champion. She is the face of the sport.
Tiny Dancer, all right?
She is the face of the sport, and in her wake, a lot more girls with faces and bodies like hers are rising through the ranks. There are her contemporaries, such as fellow Olympic trials competitor Shalise Jones or her Olympic teammate Jordan Childs, who also trains with Biles at World Champions Center. And then there are the younger girls, such as Sky Blakely and Connor McLean, who are already eyeing Paris in 2024. This is also why the trend of undervaluing her skills is so troubling. Experts say that the Yurchenko double pike is valued approximately 0.2 points below where it should be. The same thing happened in 2019 at the World Artistic Gymnastics Championships when Biles debuted a double twisting, double back dismount in her balance beam routine. It's important to note that Biles is not the only female gymnast to face the scrutiny. In 1999, Russia's Yelena Produnova debuted a double handspring, double.
Hey man, isn't that
No. Shut up.
Yeah,
Shut up. No.
Oh,
God.
My thing is this with this whole thing. Like, why can't people be nicer than other people?
Well, all right, hold up, but that's not. It's a little bit more than that. A move so dangerous that when asked if she would ever attempt it, Biles reportedly told the New Yorker, "I'm not trying to die." But much like today, the FIG was concerned about lesser gymnasts attempting the vault. And though it awarded it the proper difficulty, it scored it far too low in competition, seeming to deduct for errors that weren't there. And Produnova competed using the vault only once. It turns out there was no need to actively dissuade women from attempting the vault. Only 5 women have executed it in the years since. Of this trend, Biles said at the U.S. Classic, where she first competed the vault earlier this summer, they had an open-ended scoring system, and now they're mad that people are too far ahead and excelling. What? It seems like a double standard. Push the sport ahead, but not so far ahead that you're in a league all of your own. Watching Biles and remembering Benali, I think of the days when my mother drove me to skating practice at 6 a.m., constantly reminding me that I had to be twice as good to accomplish half as much. In many ways, Benali was twice as good. Tonya Harding was heavily rewarded when she became the first American and second woman to land the triple axel. And in recent years, ladies figure skating is dominated by a crew of Russian teenagers who've pushed the technical boundaries of the sport so far that they're doing the same quadruple jumps as men. Like any sport, figure skating wants to reward innovation. Like in gymnastics, athletes who create a new skill eventually have it named after them. Hence the Salchow, the Lutz, and the Axel. But Benali's innovation was singular and previously unimaginable, and she has never been rewarded for it. Her backflip remains banned. There is no skill in the sport that bears her name. If Biles competes in her new vault, if she competes in her new vault in Tokyo, it will be named after her. There's no question. But if the difficulty score remains where it is, it sends the message that when you are Black, you shouldn't strive to be so much better than everyone else, even if you can be. I can't help but think about the policing of Black women's body in the context of sport, how sport, for so many of us, when we start as kids, is supposed to be a free place, a limitless place, a place where we can excel in our craft without concern about the racism and sexism so often inflicted upon us everywhere else. It was on the ice where I finally felt free enough to embrace my queerness. But it's also important to look at the way Benali was treated in figure skating and not consider race. And it's impossible to look at the way Biles is evaluated and not consider her race as well. Would they have been repressed in the same ways if they were white women? And would their unprecedented skills be rewarded more appropriately if they were men?
Yes.
And the governing bodies carried no overarching concerns about the safety of their skills. Biles will be at the Summer Games, and she'll be as dominant as she always is. She will epitomize faster, higher, and stronger. She will break records and reestablish herself as the greatest of all time, and I will revel in her Black excellence. I just hope she does all her difficulty, despite how it's been valued, simply because she can.
The thing is, right, when you're a god, you make other mortals
that was a
feel bad.
Terrible.
It was.
Well, I was trying to do more of a Greek one this time. You know, you see the statues when he's standing there doing some inexplicable whatever. Right.
But the difference is that they're statues.
It ain't hit.
They're not moving.
Shut up, you.
Okay.
And you shut up too.
I mean,
So
you are a statue, but
look,
not in that way.
I feel like this is one of the many things that, can you imagine?
No.
The way basketball used to be back in the day, before you had a bunch of
washed, before you had a bunch of niggas in the league.
Now imagine the amount of athleticism that black players brought to that sport. And what that sport would have been,
putting balls behind their back and passing.
What that sport would have been if somebody said, "No, y'all can't do that because you're too far ahead of everybody else."
That won't ever be there are a couple reasons that's different and was allowed to happen. One,
because we
money.
About people how to play. Oh yeah.
Well, one, money,
and we talked about how to actually
money.
play.
Another thing is that, and another thing, men.
Right.
Yeah.
But my overall point is, what would basketball look like now?
It wouldn't.
Right.
Like not that. It'd just be like dudes with short ass shorts. Still,
no, I don't
think back then.
I don't think it would have survived. Yeah.
I don't think it would have.
I mean, but if it did survive, it would have been the same way that it was when it started out.
The idea that you're going to stop people from innovating because the skill level is too hard, instead of making it so that the bar gets raised so that the next generation of athletes or performers in this field have to consider that it transforms the entire genre as far as the way it looks. You don't want that.
That's why
you don't want that, but I don't understand it. I don't understand why you don't want it.
But that's why that shit, it reminds me of like Tony Hawk's, because Tony Hawk's like he changed the game. Like he made new moves and skating and all that.
Multiple Hawks. All the Hawks.
One Hawk.
Like, yo.
Un Hawk.
He did that. He
literally
did
Hawk.
that.
Your ass.
He literally had a fucking video game.
Tony
Hawk. Tony Hawk. I said Hawk.
There we go.
I got it. I was just ignoring you, man. Like, come on, man. Y'all be saying I don't listen.
And he don't listen.
I just ignore. Like
it's effectively the same thing.
Yeah.
Flabo. What's up, Flab?
The difference is like I don't. You know what I mean.
Yeah, no. You're right.
You was literally just trolling.
No, you're right. You're right.
But what I'm saying,
he was what? I was right though.
He was what? Yo, you could both things can be true.
No, shut up. Listen,
you was right, but you was trolling. But what I'm saying is the reason why this shit correlates to me is because, like Tony Hawk's did like moves that never happened before.
No, you did it again though. You did.
Tony Hawk did moves that didn't happen before.
The 900.
You feel me? And nobody penalized him for it.
Well, again, he's a white man.
Fine, but my whole thing is Simone Biles. I do get it, but what I'm saying is this is how you see like what the difference is.
Mm-hmm.
Why black and white matters. Like there's certain rules for certain people. You feel me?
Black and white, men and women. Yep.
The argument doesn't.
No, both of those
sense.
What argument?
It's. Yes, absolutely. In these instances, with the vast majority of sports, you start at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, 100%. However, that's what sports is. Sports is utilizing your body as a tool to do otherwise unthought of things. At certain
things you wouldn't need to do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At a certain point, we've come desensitized to how amazing it is when we get used to the amazing things that people do on a regular basis.
Yeah, because that should be hurting their body if they flop,
bruh.
Yeah.
So when that's how this thing is supposed to go. It's a cat chasing its tail. It's supposed to be. This thing is where it is. People come, they get used to it, it goes somewhere else. People get used to it, it goes somewhere. That is how this is supposed to work.
And that's my point, though.
That's how people
whenever
people are going to hurt themselves. People are going to hurt themselves doing the normal everyday stuff that they do in these sports anyway.
Y'all didn't think that people was going to hurt themselves when they was on a fucking 360 ramp doing 180s, and you want to talk about Simone Biles doing shit that other people can't do? because it might hurt them. But my thing is, she could do it. Who the fuck cares? She could do it. Like, matter of fact, the people who can't do it, you could practice it, you could try it or whatever, but maybe not. She figured out how to do it. You haven't. Why should that be banned? I know we're agreeing. It's just
part of this also, it just strikes me as this idea that somehow Black people are so supremely superhuman, almost to where it's not fair that we compete. Because if that's the argument y'all trying to do, I think that's some funky shit right there.
I feel like that's the argument that they're making. Like,
it's the same. To me, it falls not the exact 1-to-1, but in the same category when the police said, "Oh no, Black." When they said, "Oh, in California back in the '80s, no, you got to put the chokehold on Black defendants because they're just so strong and muscular." And
no, that's the same thing.
Come on, B.
I'm just saying.
Come on.
They get more brolic then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that ironically, when they
go, here's the thing. Here's the problem. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
They missed all the leg days,
argument. That's the worst part about it is there's some truth to the argument. Like, literally, we were like bred.
We were, but I caution people that a lot of that is people also
just take it to
our
the extreme.
Yeah,
right.
They'll tell when you go to the doctor and say, "This hurts." No, it doesn't hurt you. Yeah, it hurts, motherfucker.
That's a fact.
No, nigga, that's not. No,
and also,
my elbow really hurts, my guy.
All of us. While yes, they did absolutely breed the big Black buck with the big Black female. That's a thing they did here. Yeah. They was doing that here. It's almost close to me. I don't like when people take it too far with that, because all y'all niggas ain't super apes. Listen, some of y'all weak as shit. And hold up. Think about this.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
So all these so think about this. This whole concept is really being used to the detriment, I feel, of that sport. Because you're not allowing it to evolve. You're not allowing it. Like, it's gonna always be. We want it to be this.
Yeah, and that's it.
I don't see how that helps.
If you do a double hand flip, whatever, quadruple, quadrille, whatever.
All right, my guy.
I'm just making shit up, but I'm saying
clearly,
if you ever to do that, they'd be like, nah. You ain't doing like that. Nah. It wasn't in the confinements of our rules, so nah.
It's
it
just
don't
another
count.
way to dehumanize.
One too many flips.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just dehumanizing. It's like, oh, well, of course you can do that, gorilla. Of course you can do that. That's all that is, B.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Because I'm about to get into some shit, but I'm not gonna do that.
My guy, you said gorilla.
The great gorilla, of course. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, of course. Because we was in the Caucasus Mountains and we was.
What's up, Paul?
We couldn't do shit.
Right.
Cold as fuck.
Facts. Like the whole. Yes, that's true. They bred.
I hate your guts.
During the whole slavery thing. Yes, they did that shit, but it's the equivalent almost of we were Kangs. All of us wasn't Kangs. Some of us were fishermen.
Facts.
Right, some of us were other things. We weren't sure kings. So don't get it in you. So you niggas don't get it in your head that all of you can do with some more. Because
niggas be thinking we all pharaoh. Niggas be thinking we pharaohs and shit. Like, nah, fam. Like,
walk like in the gym. I hear you.
All right, okay, no,
I hear you.
All right,
all right. Go. Get it, James.
I'm involved.
Get it, bro.
I'm involved now.
Get it, bro.
No, stop it. Traction. I knew
we were Kangs.
I knew this was a bad idea. Should have never considered this ever.
Why? Yo, this is.
Yo, you funny. Paul says, "Why y'all calling for Tim? He can hear y'all."
Mind your business.
Yeah,
because I said gorilla.
Mind your business.
That's the reason why he said that shit. That's the reason why he.
Yo, you stupid. I can't. I don't like you.
No, what I'm saying is
that's
how him and Plum talk. Straight up.
Look talk your shit, nigga.
Look at their Facebook comments.
I don't like.
All they do is call each other gorillas.
I don't like
bananas and shit.
I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Come on, man.
1 star ghetto.
Yo.
We were Kangs.
All right. Okay. All right.
My bad. Hey James, if you're upset, my bad, bro.
No, I'm not. I don't.
We can talk about it later.
I don't belong here.
What you mean?
I don't belong here.
No, we love you, fam.
That feeling you have right there. That's exactly how I felt about that HIPAA shit that we just did. I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I don't think it's that important. Plus, I think you're violating my HIPAA rights. No, the fuck.
It's not the same fucking thing. You're a stranger.
No,
you're a fucking news reporter.
You're allowed to say no.
Hey, yo, James.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part.
Yo, James.
You're allowed to say no.
And then you're like, oh, are you doing okay with you? Like, you know, your cancer shit? Like, I'll be like, that you're leukemia? I'll be like, that goes against my HIPAA. I don't have to tell you that. Even if I told you that, what the fuck could you do about it? Nothing.
That's my friend. It's largely inconsequential. Like, I don't understand.
Exactly.
I don't like it here.
Yeah, this shit sucks. It's just trash. And when I tell people that shit, they be like, "Oh, where would you want to go?" And it's something like, "Real."
Oh yeah, they held up. They have to ask you that because, of course, you know that outside of the borders of this country is just a black blank void. There's nothing else out there. It's just
but the thing is, they automatically think Africa, and I'd be like, "Nah, not even that. Like, it could be though, but it has to be some place where white people are not in charge." Like literally,
in general, yeah, that's like one of the that's close to bare minimum. Like,
listen, if you're not gonna share power for real,
right?
And all you're gonna do is utilize it to keep a certain status quo going that doesn't benefit other people. I'd rather go someplace else. Why would I stay here for that another 400 years?
Yo,
why would I stay here for that?
My folks and my people went through that with y'all. Why the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm
good on that. No, I don't want no parts.
And y'all ain't even trying to make it better. My bad. It's just
my thing is sometimes it's not as easy as doing better. Sometimes people get stuck in these thought loops.
Yeah.
And I feel that here in this country, that thought loop is that there's one demographic that's supposed to be above everybody else, and even when they make attempts to even the playing field, there's a glass ceiling there that prevents the true share of wealth and power. And because of that, sometimes you just gotta devote your energy elsewhere. But I've been saying that on this show for a while. But
it's also because like they don't really want that though. Like what we want.
No, that's why. That's why there's that glass ceiling there. It's to prevent it. But again, I've said this before too on the show. White supremacy hurts white people.
Yeah, it do.
It does.
But I also don't care. Like
but what I'm saying is you're literally doing something to hurt yourself as well as hurting other people.
Yeah, I care about how it affects us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, it doesn't make sense to do because basically what's happening is you got a certain segment of the political class that will utilize that philosophy and that worldview to fool the poorer members of that demographic into buying into that shit. But these rich people don't care about those poor people. They don't care about them. But they'll have you fighting against your own interests if you think it hurts a demographic you don't like.
Like when it came to it, when AOC was saying tax the rich and all that shit, there was a lot of poor broke.
I would appreciate it if y'all stop yelling.
No,
nigga. Nigga. There was a lot of piss poor niggas. I ain't gonna say piss poor, but modern day working people that got upset with that. Oh, if you tax the rich,
right?
If you tax the rich, like billionaires and all that.
I saw that too. I saw it.
And they were like, "Oh no, we can't do that."
No,
I'm like,
we can't. Yo, you're broke.
You're broke as shit.
You are literally a paycheck away from being homeless.
Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
Straight
You're
up.
Brokies.
Y'all wrong.
I literally know people that have that
y'all
system.
Wrong.
Hashtag brokies.
Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
Hashtag broke.
Eat the rich.
No.
No,
Well,
they talk that guillotine shit too.
But you know what
they
I'm saying?
talk that guillotine shit too.
What I'm saying is, people in this country are too pussy to even do that. I know that for a fact.
Oh, let's be fair. Let's be fair. That's not something that's
normal here.
If you're not willing to eat the rich, that don't make you pussy.
But
that's a big extreme.
But when you say eat the rich, I'm not saying like literally eat the rich.
I mean
that's what he's saying.
I'm not a cannibal. I'm not a cannibal. I'm not a cannibal. But if you like, we can murk them, and if y'all want to eat them niggas out there, it's word. Cool. I'll still hit her up at fucking KFC and give me some fries and some chicken.
I think Addie, your larger point is the correct one. You're broke.
Yeah.
Why are you running to the defense of people who would keep you broker?
For what? Why? And I'm pretty sure y'all have talked about this before, but it just my sentiments are the same.
We've talked about all the things.
I'm just saying.
How old is this show? We talked about all the things.
I feel the exact same way, and I don't like that people get shit twisted. It's just like, nah, like I don't. The only reason why I deal with capitalism because I know there's a chance for me to like make money outside of.
You can use it if you find the loopholes. If you find
outside of outside of working a job, like I could make money that way too. But
now y'all hear Addie saying that, right? Y'all hear that, and I agree with him, like for the most part. But I do need y'all to understand one thing before y'all take all of that in. Like you need to understand that this is where this nigga grew up. He grew up here.
Yeah, nigga.
Right here.
How many floors is that? Yo, there's like one. Yeah, I was in there, fam.
He grew up here.
You see all them trees? Y'all mad?
So when you see him, he's if he means what he says, he's a class trader.
If he means what he says, he's no.
Well,
if he means what he says, no, nigga. No,
I leveled down to relate
he's
to
dinner.
Hey, check me out. Y'all pull up on me.
Dinner, my guy.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Think I'm food. Shit.
Listen to what Addie's saying. He's making great points, cogent points that I agree with. But keep in mind, this is where this nigga grew up. That's all I'm saying.
You know what's so crazy when you do that? Like the cribs get better each time. That shit be so fucking crazy, dog. Because the first time you did that shit, I looked at, I was like, damn, is that my house? I was like, no, there's too many trees around that bitch. Like, yo.
Ass sniffing. Hey, yo, why Napalm said you be over there sniffing bath salts?
Walking a pet gator.
Hey, yo, don't worry about it. Hey, yo, mind your business for one. Don't worry about it. What you talking about?
Hashtag Florida shit.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah.
Florida shit for real.
Yeah.
Florida man. Yeah. Oh, we forgot that one when we introed him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that is the one. Yeah, I forgot.
Well, you got it in now, though.
Absolutely.
I guess better late than never, right?
Damn
Florida
right.
man.
Word.
People watch our stuff and go all the way through it, so they're gonna hear it.
No.
I know.
You know
what I'm saying?
But that needed to be said though.
No, I agree with you. Like,
because I am kind of
don't
wild.
stop. But my issue is because they use white supremacy as a way to get some poor whites to endear themselves and protect that system that's really treating them like shit too.
Yeah,
I can't. I gotta go someplace else.
I look at them like, so you're really not helping. You don't give a fuck. You just give a fuck about your people. So cool. I give a fuck about mine too.
Yo.
Let me slide.
I hear what you're saying. Let me let you finish. But
no, don't do that.
Yo, you looking crispy over there, my guy.
What did I say earlier when this show first started?
You said it, but now I see it.
Who's looking?
You see it?
I see it. I see it.
I mean,
you're looking crispy over there, my guy.
It's the vibes, though. Like,
I mean, listen, it is what it is.
Sure.
I be out
you looking crispy. Like,
no. Are you being facetious though?
No.
What I'm saying is, I be outside, so like
you inside today, my guy.
Yeah, today because you
inside with that outside light.
I mean,
that natural light, boy.
That sun beaming.
Facts. That's what it is.
Hidden too. Like, I be like, looking like Jesus Christ. Like,
I mean, listen, my guy.
You have that picture of Jesus with all the like rays around him and all that.
The God rays.
Yeah.
The God rays.
I see a couple, Yeah, you got
a little bit of that happening.
This nigga.
I appreciate you, fam. Thank you.
This nigga over here shining in the
Black man love.
Listen, the picture is crisp, yo, and I'm surprised because you don't really be using your camera for much.
He crispy.
Oh, you talking about the shit that I posted?
No, I mean typically you don't.
In general,
you don't do what you used to do with your camera,
right?
So you figure, it's like any other skill. You don't use it, you lose it. But
speaking of
this
shit camera,
looking,
I need you, yo.
Why Napalm call that man Willie?
Yo, I need to take Willie Beam.
Yo, that's funny. Yo,
shut up, Palm.
Yo.
What's up?
You know what I'm about to say.
What you about to say?
I need you to run us.
Oh, I got you. Stop doing that. I got you, bro. Yo, I literally like. All right, so y'all was going to. I know y'all don't really have the segment where it's like, "Yo, what your week was like," and all that shit.
Now we went past that. We went past that.
And
by the way, a happy birthday to my wife. Yesterday was her birthday.
Happy
birthday together. Yeah. The queen of BCGz. But all I was saying is, what was I saying? Oh,
I almost succeeded.
Nigga don't even listen to himself.
No. Damn, give me a chance, yo.
No,
we did.
Can I get like 5 more? All right. So the thing is, I just started this new job, so like I'm learning.
Thanks. Absolutely.
I didn't know if I was built to work 10 hours.
You're not
a day.
You're not, but you will. But you're not.
No one is built to work.
No one's built to work 10 hours
at a job 10 hours a day.
Don't let them tell you that shit.
Tell
Mind your business, Palm.
You can work for yourself.
Yes.
But nobody is built to work 10 hours at a job.
Yeah.
Right. So that was the reason why I was like a little bit not scared but apprehensive.
No, I think I like that first word.
No, shut the fuck up. I was like apprehensive. I'm like, because I've never done this before. Like I've done like time and a half, like for like an hour or whatever. And I'm like saying, but that's just nothing though. Like it's literally nothing.
It's just a couple extra hours.
That's it. It's just 2 more after 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's how math works. We had this conversation earlier.
I know, fam, but I didn't. This is my first week working that shit. Like
that's good, and you do what you need to do. But I don't like the idea of the promotion of the fact that people working hours.
It is not a flex
that they can't get back.
It's not a flex.
Like,
it's not
my mom do 12s, my guy.
Fam, and there's people over there that do 12 too. I'll be like, yo, like, nah, nigga, I would never. Nah.
Yo, Napalm is wilding in the
comments. Palm is in rare form.
He is wilding.
Florida man knows man. Hey yo, Palm, relax. Yo, no, Palm's my nigga though. I fuck with Palm.
Thanks.
No shit.
Finish what you were saying, yo. Finish your thought process before it leaves you.
Because now I'm on my job shit. I don't know where it was at from other shit. It's just like I like it. I like what I'm doing and all that. And now I know that like I'm able to do it because I'm like, I get through the first week. Because the first day, like I had a shadow a nigga.
Hog was ass, yo. His ass. Hog was ass, yo.
Stop distracting him, yo.
Like for straight up. No, like the first day I was like, yo, I don't understand what the fuck's going on. Because initially I thought I was gonna be on the forklift or the reach truck, right? Mm-hmm. I'm doing this other shit. So while me doing this other shit, I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So it's like, oh, you have to be behind somebody and like you have to like they teach you this shit. I'm like, cool. So the first day, buddy taught me shit, whatever, but then the second day, he just like was dipping from me and shit. So I'm like, all right, well, put in initiative and learn the shit yourself. Just remember what he said.
Famous last words.
Just remember what he said and do them shits as much as you can. So I did that, and now I understand the job better. You know what I mean? Like, I fucked up like a few times here and there, but on the fourth day, like, I was killing that shit. Got all the orders right, getting shit in order, like even.
And on the seventh day, you rested.
Hey, listen, nigga. I've been resting. Shit. But I actually do like the shit though. You know what I mean? Like,
but now circle that back around to you running us our music and our radio. We need that. We need all of that.
Running what?
Our music and our run that.
You know what's so crazy about that? Because James was going to bring that shit up. I was like, chill with that. And then you just put that shit on blast. Relax, nigga. Relax. You ain't have to do none of that, fam. Listen,
on this show, it's all people already know. We talked about it already.
I mean, yeah, we did.
No, I get the transparency, but you ain't have to do that.
We talked about it.
You know,
I mean, you're here.
Hold on. Oh, so you talked about it on the show.
Oh, yes, we talked about
we talked about it in general. We talked about it.
Okay.
We hadn't brought you into it until you're here.
No, that's fine. That's fair.
And now,
no, that's fair. And I love that. Straight up. Right here. Ain't like y'all ain't like, oh, Addie's the reason. But now they know.
No,
but
see, now that you just did that. You just did that.
You just did it.
Nigga, you did like 20 seconds ago. You said
literally just. Run me the waves. Listen. Before you said that statement, nobody knew that we were waiting on anything.
Oh. But still though. Me even saying that, nobody still does know that. Though.
Nigga, you just said Addie's the reason.
I'm saying that. That doesn't mean y'all saying that.
What are you talking about? I said this nigga. What are you talking about? He left.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Yo, I'm deleting my Facebook, Tinder, everything. I'm out. No.
Fam said, you know you just fucked up, right? Tap glass.
Yeah, I felt that bright ass light on me too. And the room was dark as fuck. And that shit was hanging. Yo, that bulb was hanging, bro. The fuck? Nah, but I got
nigga, you literally just announced to the world that there was a delay.
Well, it is what it is.
I mean, yeah.
Like, it's me.
I mean,
y'all
so hold on.
Y'all been talking about it, so
to be
it is
fair
me,
to Addie,
you know
right? There's technically really no delay.
There's no delay, right?
Because there was never a release date.
Right.
So, technically there's no delay. But I would like it sooner than later. That's all I'm saying.
I got you, fam.
So we can move to the next stage.
Do you though? I gotta ask, my guy.
I don't know.
You straining extra hard right there.
No,
Eddie,
no. Listen.
Eddie,
What you have?
Are you a good man?
Man, shit. I try to. That's just always up for discussion.
I swear I'm glad nobody asks me shit like that.
Like, yo,
I swear, like that's horrible. That is a horrible question to ask.
No, but nobody asked me that. Like, people just tell me that I am. I'm like, and then when they do that shit, I be like, I've done my trash things.
Yeah, like the one thing that I was about to say, but I realized that we're live, so I'm not gonna say it.
Wait, you said you've done some trash things? Some trash things?
A lot. I'm human. We're all human. And like,
okay.
No, he gets it. This guy gets it.
I do though, fam. I do though. Hold
on. Around the rush. It's that way. There you go.
The thing is, I gotta flip my fucking my what is this shit called? The Sobe Soft? No, not Sobe Soft. Oh, Sparkle Can.
Sparkle Can. Oh.
Yeah, I gotta
You're right. Right. Such as being born. First trash event.
Yo.
Oh God.
Yo, y'all gotta relax.
Og needs to just shut the fuck up.
Spicy with the trash emojis.
No, that's
trash can emojis.
That's my dude though. I fuck with
man.
All facts. I gotta where is it? I'm trying to find something real quick. You know me looking for something.
Why are you looking for shit?
You know I'm looking for shit.
This nigga always looking for something.
Where is it?
that shit funny.
I can't find it. Yes, I can. I know where to find it.
Do you though?
No, I don't. I legitimately don't.
Figured as much.
I think I know where to find it.
Wait, there's more.
Is there?
No. Not really. That was cap.
Yeah, what's the truth?
That was all cap. It was all cap.
What's the truth here? Is there really more? Or is it Addy? Is there truth or is there Addy? Is there a difference?
I think there's both. There's truth and then there's Addy. But they are separate but equal.
Hey, just so y'all know, like while y'all are talking, I'm doing other shit in the background. I hear y'all.
Oh shit.
Okay. Oh,
damn, we didn't
because we didn't know that.
We didn't know.
There was no idea that. Come on, guy.
We ain't know.
Come on, my guy.
We ain't know.
I'm here. I exist. I mean, you exist.
There is one thing that I want to alert people about before we do our parting whatevers.
Why are we going to part though? For what?
Because we don't do the 4 hour thing. People will not for 4 hours. They won't. As a matter of fact, they'll get intimidated. They'll get intimidated. Just seeing the amount of time on it. I ain't even starting that.
Yeah, facts.
Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Bam!
Here it is.
Hey!
In your face, goddamn. This is a dope jam. All right, so look, right?
Okay. All right.
That's hard.
For the first time in 7 years.
I said, ooh, upside your head. I said,
we are so close. Stupid. We are so close.
I am so excited to James right now.
Yo! We are so close to dropping this comic book. And yeah, it's nice, right, Biddy? It's nice.
That shit's fire.
Listen, it's been a labor of love. It's been confusing. It's been frustrating for 7 years, but finally we are in we've lined it up.
Go mode.
And listen, y'all already know, I always wanted to create a comic book. Never thought I'd ever get a chance to because nigga can't draw. Nigga can write. I can write. I can't draw. That's kind of part of it.
You could have been like Stan Lee and just did it, but whatever.
No, Stan could draw too.
But you could.
What? That's it. That's all. Okay. That's all. Stan could draw too. But again, this is something a work that we are proud of, and hopefully we can continue this. It's a huge arcing story that traverses universes, but the core of it is when people are cool and then they not cool. What happens when you're not cool no more? That's pretty much the core of it, right? Like they was cool for a lot of years and then they weren't because of something that the other felt betrayed about. And it involves a whole bunch of different other characters, worlds, blah, blah, blah. But just me seeing this right here feels like a culmination of shit that I've been wanting to do basically my whole goddamn life, but specifically 7 years of goddamn work, setbacks, delays, frustrations, all of that. So, yeah, exciting times. I do not have a release date for it though, as of yet, but we getting there.
My thing is like I've been excited for this shit since the conception of it.
Right.
Because you remember like in the group we was in, like it was a thing like everybody knew about.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, what's going to happen with it? Of course, there were things that happened that fucked it up or whatever. But I'm just so happy to see like it's at where it's at right now.
Yeah, because initially this idea was not this idea.
Yeah.
We had a whole different story planned, a whole different set of circumstances, And it got too big, to be honest.
Am I allowed to say this? There was a point where all of us.
Wait. You are coming in hot, my guy. How am I allowed to say this and then say
it? No, but you're right. You're right.
There was a time when we set to include everybody.
That's all I was going to say. That's all I was going to say.
And then we realized it's too much. We can't do that. Especially since the only people that are going to be actually doing the writing is two people. Exactly. So what we decided to do, instead of trying to make it super huge at first, you start with 2 characters, build up around them, and everybody else can fit in at some point along the line. And for the most part, that was a good way to do it.
Hey, yo, Toom, if I blew up the spot, my bad, bro. My bad.
You didn't blow up anything.
I was there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but that's not blowing up the spot, though. As a matter of fact, that's something that we're actually going to talk about in the series of podcasts and stuff about the origins of it anyway, right?
Word.
But just to see it get this far and to know that we are near the finishing line, it's amazing. And all we had to do, right? All what we hope is that the fans like what we did and are willing to support it so we can continue the story, because we got a lot of story to tell you. This shit was
like an official fucking.
That's because
comic book cover.
Because,
I'm just saying.
This is just a promo, though. This is not going to be the cover. This is just promo stuff, right?
So it'll be better.
Yeah. Listen. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm happy as hell right now about this, and that's really what I wanted to show y'all for real. I don't have a release date as of yet, but it's put this in the coming soon column.
What is it coming soon?
It is soon coming.
Huh?
What a U or a O?
Is it imminent?
It's inevitable.
So y'all just ignored me. Nice.
How come, Addy, your audio is off? I can't hear you.
What's my
your audio?
You
couldn't let me troll. You couldn't let me have that troll right there 1 second. So you have him walking around going, I ain't do nothing. You couldn't let me have it.
Oh, you was pretending that you ain't hear me. I got you.
It's off now. I can't hear nothing. What?
Shut up. You hear me clearly.
You heard that. You get it? You heard it?
Ass.
Fuck all
me?
y'all.
What I do?
Not you.
How you?
Yeah, I said all y'all. But...
Right. Clearly.
Words mean things.
Facts.
You said all.
True.
But yeah, we did have one more story, but I'm thinking maybe we need to do the wrap up, because that might go into past the 4-hour mark.
Yeah, it was just about. Man, I was trying to set up this whole thing that I have about where I feel differently
about Scooby-Doo.
Well, no, I don't give a fuck about Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay.
I feel differently about cosplay versus people playing roles in movies and whatnot. Right. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I'm not pressed.
Question: Did I do too much?
Yes, you always. It's a feature.
Shouts to me for keeping the same energy no matter what. Yeah.
I mean, you can't be mad at it.
Can't be mad at it. And actually, we want to thank everybody taking the time out to listen to the show again. We had Adequate on the stream. We haven't had him on the stream in quite a long while, and now y'all understand why. So
wow,
it's what happened.
But no, we want to thank y'all for taking time to listen to this insanity over here.
Say no.
You wouldn't say.
That's exactly what happened.
You wouldn't say nah. You would say no.
I don't think I would.
I don't think
I would go that far.
Oh damn. But yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Here I go fucking shit up again.
Well, I mean,
yes. I mean, that's what you do. We used to.
Don't worry. We're going sidebar.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we appreciate y'all for real. y'all, like I've always said, y'all comments help add to the flavor of the show. And I kind of feel like with Addy on the show, we can control it because when he's in the comments, it's like, shit. So now that he's here, we can like mute his mic. There's a lot of shit we can do. You know what I'm saying? Like we can control it a little better. So with that,
Eddie.
Ass.
Eddie. Adequate. Yo, we can't hear you.
I literally don't understand how my shit went on mute. Literally, because I have not touched my, like we were talking and y'all heard me, right?
Just now, no.
So how long did y'all not hear me?
It was only for like 30 seconds, but
I did not touch my fucking mouse.
Yo, James did that shit. James did that shit.
Why would I do that?
Because that's what you do.
Yo, we can't hear you.
You did that, yeah.
No, we can't.
Nah, fuck you. You're doing it again. Fuck on my face.
James.
I'm not the smartest person in the world, but stop fucking playing with me, fam. Fucking asshole.
I love you. I would never do that.
Nah, I love you too, but nah, nigga, relax. In JB's voice, relax.
Yo, too, dumbass.
Why the fuck did he dub out? Like
I don't like him.
Yo.
Yeah, niggas, because this is like I hear y'all. I'm like, oh, y'all can't hear me, and then this is like, oh, I can't hear you, because I forgot that he could do that shit here.
Damn that. With that,
he's goofy.
For my man SPJ, for my man Adequate, aka It'll Do. And for the greater multi-world entertainment family, we are out.
Peace. Dale.